All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and I sound okay mic-wise, hit that number 1. Again, if you can hear me and I sound okay audio-wise, hit that number 1. Philly, Kyle, JJ, Trucking, Abel, HR. All right. Undefeated, David, Island. All right, cool. Or Ellen, I'm sorry. Raspberry, Ellen Nation. All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, very quickly, for those of you that watch this in the archive, if you want to ensure you have something to continue to watch in the archive, then this is totally viewer supported. There are no sponsorships, anything like that. So code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I recommend Take Profit Trader. I think they're the best one out there. But wherever you're at in your journey, and whatever preference you have, again, if you enjoy and you want to help support the stream, keep it going. Code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms is how you can make that happen. Right. Well, good morning. It is, what is today? Thursday. Yes, today is Thursday, March 12th. The year is 2026, and maybe we're going to get a trade here pretty quick out of the gates. Let's see how it behaves relative to this 21 EMA. If you've been here before, first reminder, hit that like button if you know you're going to enjoy. We hit 400 likes yesterday, which was awesome. Let's see if we can make it 2 days in a row. So yes, if you've been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, first reminder to hit that like button. If you've never been here before, I understand. You have no idea if you're going to enjoy. But if you have been here before, like I said, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get 2 days in a row of 400 likes. And hopefully you're all off to a good start to the day. Again, now what would be nice is if this candle here stays below the 21 EMA, closes like right here, comes up here, bumps its head, and then starts to come back down. The $1,200 is oil. This was mapped out in the, hey, Abel, come on, dude. You should know that. Did you not see the alert in the chat room today, man? That trend line alert? Come on, brother. All right, here we go, maybe. I'm watching this countdown timer here. And that hits 0, a new candle will start to form. All right, let's see what we can cook up. I want this to go straight up, though. Good. Whoa. Okay, not like... Wow. Okay. Well, that's why I like to wait for confirmation, because had I just hopped in, that would have been me getting steamrolled. What? All right, so I'm guessing it's oil dropping right now? Yup. Okay. Yeah, this looks like some sort of... potential tweet news candle-ish. Whoa, okay. Yeah, we're at 95.50 down. Yeah, I mean, we're at a dollar drop in under 2 minutes. So I'm assuming there is some sort of... I don't know about a Trump tweet out, but maybe some sort of news. Did anybody see any news out there? So yes, the inverse correlation still exists. If oil is exploding upwards, odds are the markets are going downwards. Hey, Judd. Well, there we go. Chalk went up for waiting on confirmation being a good thing, because No, I would have had a stop and all that. Well, I mean, yeah, I would have had a stop, but still, that's one of those where even if you hesitate for a second, like, should I put in the stop? I mean, you're down another 20 points. How do you, up here, you come up here for click view settings, click that, and then bar countdown settings is how you can get that timer. All right, well, right now, just trying to let things kind of settle down here a little bit. That was quite the intense start to the live stream, that is. Now we have the long upper shadow, so I'm guessing oil bounced back up some. Yep, bounced back up. So I had a total just flashback to my days of stocks. I mapped out a trade on oil that I really liked. And then I went and I flipped over and watched MNQ. I took a MNQ trade and got... yeah, no, I played it right. I was going to say I got spooked out, but yeah, I should have gotten out. But anyways, got out for a losing trade. And then can you guess what my oil trade, which I had mapped out and which I was most interested in, did? It operated like I thought it would have been a winning trade. And if you've ever traded stocks, I don't know, I suppose you can relate in futures too, but when you're watching multiple things, you've probably been there before where you get distracted and you take a trade on something else that turns out to be a losing trade, and then the thing you actually cared about, where you were most interested in, works in your favor. So that's where I'm at. That's where I was at this morning. So I'm like, ugh. Do I keep watching oil or not? But yes, this right here was oil, so oil is still worth watching. But at the same time, it's so frustrating when, as I've said, I know I've been saying it, but like one of the great things about futures is coming from stocks is not having to watch a bunch of different things because you're just trading the same thing every day because the same thing every day gives multiple opportunities. But I got to figure something out. I can't continue watching NQ, or I can't continue watching the NASDAQ, gold, and oil. I understand that, dude, it's three things. Fair enough, but for my baboon brain, three things is just getting annoying to try to keep track of. Trump administers the Suspend Jones Act. What is the Jones Act? Can't say I know what the Jones Act is. But overall, I can't complain. No train wrecks today. Yesterday was a very good live stream, was feeling great. And that has carried in. Yes, a little bit of kind of an annoyance as I just explained, but overall, can't really complain. So hopefully you're all off to a good start to the morning. This probably looks worthwhile. Ooh, look at that oil. Okay, so this should come down through the trend line, right? It's not. It's barely budging. Oil straight up. This, though, kind of just sideways. So does this eventually crack down through? The Jones Act is a U.S. federal statute requiring let all goods transferred by water between U.S. ports be carried on ships that are... Oh, interesting. $19.20, huh? Got on the 1042 candle, stochastic one, and the volume on the side went. All right, good job, Adventure. And I'm going to try a short down here now if it wants to come back down. Look to try to play this trend line breakdown. Again, looking to get short at the red line. If that red line turns blue, I am in. Trying to play this trend line breakdown here. The 5, I mean, I bet I can maybe get a better entry point now. Yeah, if it comes up more, yep, here we go. Okay, new entry point right there. Close, close, close. Oh, if that red line turns blue, I'm in. Good morning, Kevin. From Lakeland, Florida. All right, here we go, maybe. What's oil doing? Pulling back. Yeah, the correlation doesn't really seem very strong right now. Come on now. You're trying to get short at that red line. If that red line turns blue, I am in. Good morning, Goo. Well, I was thinking I would have gotten my answer a little quicker on whether or not I was going to get filled, but it keeps putzing right around this area, which makes me think I could still get filled, but then it doesn't quite fill me. Maybe here. All right, I'm in. Come on. All right. Why does it have a cross? I don't know what you're talking about. Adding some more right there. Come on. Come on. At least hit that first target there. All right, I'm going back to the drawing board. Do not like how it could not even hit that first target. Hey, Luke from Belgium. 960 at all 50 bets in the higher highs. Good job, Flash. Yeah, glad I got it. Might still come down, but that... yeah, the fact I couldn't even get that first... Goodness. Well, I'm glad. Definitely glad I got out there. Wow. All right. Well, all right, get out of here, Treadline. Piece of garbage. Ooh. If at first you don't succeed, try again, something like that. I don't know, maybe that Treadline. Ooh, what's up with the likes? Hit that like button, folks. This might be a short-lived live stream here. Apparently nobody is interested. How are we only at 34 likes right now? What in the world? Again, I use likes as a gauge of interest. I try to manage my time as best as possible. And I'd like to use my time where people are finding enjoyment from it. And the only way I know how to quantify enjoyment on a live stream is via that like button. So if you're enjoying, please hit that like button. I know it doesn't seem like it's doing much because it's such an easy little click, but like it's a valuable data point for me. I really want to short again. I might right up here off of, yeah, rejection off the 21. Man, that's still a 20-point stop. That's crazy. This small little distance here, 20 points. And seeing if it wants to reject off of this 21 EMA here, the green line. Okay, here we go, maybe. Again, if the red line turns blue, I'm in. Man, so much waiting today, just even for an entry point here. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Come on. What is going on? How can I not even get that little scalp? Freaking 5 points and I can't even get that? It's like, what is this action? Like, that's a 5-point scalp that I... This is wild. Am I missing something here? I'm not sure why a 5-point scalp was that tricky. That seems way harder than it needed to be. I don't know. Good morning, y'all. Hey, good morning, Travis. Had to visit The vampire this morning for certain. The vampire. Oh, just get your blood drawn, I guess, is what you're saying. Hey, morning, Krager. Hey, Gary. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now with this price action. Now, it's one thing. It's like, man, how come I couldn't get those 25 points? It's like, well, dude, you're going for 25 points. But on that one, it was 5 points. It was 5 points. Price is being naughty. It's being something, being nasty. I don't know what it's doing. Oil maybe curling back up. Even this, just, I don't know. Is anybody else kind of relate? Can anybody else relate to what I just went through? We're like, again, don't be like, yeah, dude, I was going for 80 points and it was being really hard. Well, okay. I wasn't going for 80 points. I was going for a 5-point scalp and it was like pulling teeth to get filled. Is anybody else having stuff like that? I'm having a good chart day for some reason. Not going to. All right, Goose. Love to hear it. London closed in 30 minutes. Gotcha. I think the 21 about to get busted. So does that mean you're long right now? Adventure? Same for Krager. No, the guy 100% did not lie. He's not like that at all. My guess would be it was on day one. He talked to some lower level person and they just did it. But yeah, 100% that dude is not a liar. Ended up hitting my profit target. Nice. Good job, Krager. Yeah, you got to wonder how the turned 380 green into... Oh, bummer, Gary. We've all been there. Up 800 on the day, but it's been a choppy one. Yeah, I don't know. We were seeing an SPX weekly support. I don't know if that means to you, but we seem to decide to bounce dump. Yeah, I mean, SPY and the Nasdaq, they care about each other to an extent. Trying to learn your style, enjoying your content. Okay, well, you're not going to learn my style from watching a live stream. That I can assure you. There are many things that I just, and I'm not even doing it intentionally, that I'm just leaving out. So yeah, the whole point of this live stream is not for you to learn my style. It's that you will think you know my style, but there will be many things that are not part of it. Because it's like I always use the example when I taught my kids how to play football, and I say, get to the line of scrimmage. And they all look at me like, hey, Dad, what's the line of scrimmage? I'm like, oh, yeah. And then they get to the line of scrimmage, and they're all facing different directions. I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay, at the line of scrimmage, you all got to face. So it's just little things like that. I just need $400 more to get my first pay on Apex. Well, if you've gotten to the point of only needing $400, that means you've been making money. So whatever you've been doing to make that money, just keep doing that same exact thing until it makes you $400 more. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like that just seems like, hey, good job. You're doing a strategy that's gotten you to this point, so keep doing that strategy. Well, they finally went to trendline break, huh? I kind of missed it, but... let's see. Maybe a double bottom. I'll keep an eye out here for a double bottom. White line here represents the low of the day. I'm not gonna just blindly throw an order out there, but I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if we can get some sort of interesting candle down around there. I've been doing 7 and 10 micros, but I was wondering if I should, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. From what you've said, Undefeated, it's not broke. It's gotten you to being $400 away. So, like, as far as I can tell, I would apply the cliche saying, but very wise saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If I blow a pro account, can I yeah, you can reset a pro account, but don't, because they charge you a very high amount. For the price of one pro account reset, you could buy like 6 test accounts, which is why I advocate for the racehorse model. Meaning, even if you have pro accounts, still be working on passing other test accounts. That way, when you blow your pro account, you're not tempted to go and way overpay. You just go and grab one of the other accounts that you've already passed. Took a trend line short after getting stopped 3 times, trying to short that trend line. So you finally got it then. It finally worked out for you? Caught 400 on that bounce. Good job. At this point, if it comes down here, I will try take a swing at it now. Okay, so buy down there at the green line. Finally worked out. There you go. See? Look at that approaching the low of the day. M&Q said, psych. Yeah, got close. Yeah. Didn't hit exactly, but it's close. Yeah, undefeated. Just I know you kind of have to care about those amounts, but at the end of the day, you just got to kind of block it out and just don't worry about it. Just keep trading like you were. Because think about it. What you've been doing has gotten you this far. So just keep doing that. I realize easier said than done, but that's ultimately the best advice I can give you. Is just keep doing what's gotten you here. And sometimes if you sing Disney songs to the market, it'll listen to you. Sometimes it likes Disney. Crude oil has a solid bear flag set up. On what time frame? 2? Crude oil has a solid bear flag set up. What? What? Huh? Huh? A solid bear? You mean a bull flag? Uh-oh. Oh, I think, did he start to hang around with some new friends? Meant to say forming? That doesn't help your case. There is zero bear flag here, my friend. You meant to say it was forming does not make anything any different. Are you sure you did not mean bull flag? Who are you hanging around new friends? And do these new friends keep giving you paint cans and saying sniff? Huh? Find new friends. These friends are not good for you. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I think I've lost track now. But I think I'm like 13 for 13 on my oil trades. There's no daily recap today because there's nothing really. I guess I did. I gave my daily recap. Nothing really to report. I had that one annoyance of where I was watching, where I took the loss here when I wanted to be watching oil. But yeah, other than that, there's no train wrecks, nothing. It's just meh. It is a carryover from yesterday. Yesterday I was feeling good. Today I continue to feel good. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't do daily recaps every day. It's just unfortunately, I like to do them when there's kind of some train wrecks, blown up accounts. Just to let everybody know, like, I'm like everybody else. I blow up accounts too. But yeah, ideally, I'm not doing a daily recap because there's really nothing to talk about. And that is the case here today, finally. But yes, when Monday what is today? No, when Tuesday, when Tuesday I blew a pro account, and then Wednesday I blew a pro account. Those are worthwhile things that need to be recapped and just kind of pointed out. But yeah, today has been very anticlimactic, other than kind of the comical thing right here that I already explained. On average, how many trades do you take Oh, I don't know. I have no idea how many trades I take. None. Between 1 and 10,000. I have an order to get long down here. It's just a question of trying to be patient. I mean, but right here, I mean, I'm not going to call anybody crazy if you're getting long right here. What I'm assuming you're seeing is, okay, I can see how it's basically leveling out here at the round number of 600. So I think it could bounce. So I'm not going to call you crazy, but I don't know. And this is just a confirmation bias on my part. But it seems like if I were to do that, then it's going to drop down here and I'll be able to play the game. Doggone it, Clay. If you just had waited, you'd be getting a way better entry point. But like I said, I'm not calling anybody crazy if you're getting long right here. Like I said, if I had to guess why you're getting long, that would be my guess. Is you've noticed it kind of leveling out right here at the round number of 600. Your long order is a good plan. Price does this same bottom pattern a lot. You mean like a triple bottom? Double bottom? I don't know. It really depends. Is this am I looking to play a double bottom or triple bottom? I don't know. If you count this as basically close enough, then over here this would be a triple bottom. If you say no, it didn't hit it, therefore that's not the bottom, then I guess I'm still looking to play a double bottom here. Okay, maybe. Maybe kind of sorta. Hey, are there any note auctions today? For those of you that remember that big spike yesterday, are there any treasury auctions today? Yeah, Mintmont is not. There is. I mean, I guess you can never say never, but like I'm putting it at 99.5% that Mintmont is not just making this stuff up because I mean I have no idea why he would make that stuff up. Oh, there's a 30-year bond auction at 1. Okay, let's all work together to remind each other on that one because as we saw yesterday, there was that spike. Okay, again, looking to get long at the green line, either looking to play the double or triple bottom, whatever you want to call it. You know what? I'm gonna wait for confirmation. My spidey sense says, you know what, Clay, just don't get. Wait for some sort of confirmation candle. So I'm still interested. I'm just approaching it in a different way because of my spidey sense. But it might just be the Taco Bell I had last night. So I don't know if it's my spidey sense or the Taco Bell I had last night. But there's something. I got a sense in my loins. Whoa, gold. Okay, gold. Gold with the. Oh, and right off the pivot point too. Hard to see, but there's a dotted brown line down here. And that's right where gold bounced up off of. So flush through the overnight low, that pink line, and then right down to that pivot point and got a little bounce from it. So I can get rid of this trend line now. That served its purpose. I'm using CQG. I guess. I don't know. I'm using Tradovate. Who does Tradovate use? So let me redo that answer. I think I'm using CQG. This action has kind of gotten a little not like it was earlier. Just like it's still moving, but it's like fast, slow movement. Okay. Ooh, okay. There we go. I probably would have gotten. I would have been close. I don't know if I would have for sure been stopped out, but it would have been close. If this white line goes any lower, I would have for sure been stopped out with my original trade plan. Yep, I would have been stopped out. All right, good to know the spidey senses are indeed working, and it was not just Taco Bell. All right, well, kind of back to the drawing board now as this has been violated a little bit. Maybe still just a fake break. Could be a fake breakdown, so I'm still open to the idea of that. Hey, Black. QVC? No. That's where my mom shops at 2 a.m. CQG. Hey, Bald Eagle. I thought Tradeovate was its own data source. Well, what I'm thinking of is this right here. CQG data feed, and then it has Tradeovate. So that's what I'm thinking of. But I don't know if that necessarily means it or not. Again, I am still bullish biased, thinking maybe this is some sort of fake breakdown of these lows, but as of now, I still don't have anything that I would say I could work with. Well, so it was indeed a fake break of those lows, but again, for me, this sort of action gives me nothing that I can work with. I mean, when it's like kind of basically a solid red candle and then all of a sudden straight green, maybe for you and what you're looking at, there's something you could work with, but not for me. It is her own proprietary simulation feed, same one that Ninja uses. So what am I using to answer CJ Strategies question? Am I using Rhythmic? Am I using CQG, or am I using something else? I don't think that question has been answered yet. Stochastic hit 7 on volume and reversed. I've not heard anybody using the stochastic in a long time. EONR is going. Why are you watching EONR, brother? There are better ways to go about day trading. Okay, well, you got to start mapping out some trade plans ahead of time. So AdventureCraft, you seem to be new around here, so welcome. So in order to see if we really want to see if this stochastic has any validity, we're going to need some trade plans ahead of time. So we need an entry point, a stop loss, and a target. We need those 3 numbers ahead of time. And then we're going to watch this stochastic system that you're using. We'll see how it plays out. Another nice little hammer candle here on the 5-minute. So, I don't know. I'm still interested in potentially a long down around here. Hey, Buzak. So whatever happened to their oil trade? We're still trying to figure out if you're serious or not. But, like, did you finally cut the loss on oil? I took a big loss. How big was it? I was thinking of you when I checked it. I was like, uh-oh, hopefully... I lost 20K instead of 10. Okay. So when you say you're getting ready to buy oil over the highs, do you mean USO, or are you now in the future, so you mean CL? What do you mean by oil? What asset are you going to be buying to play oil? Okay, so I'm pretty sure you're a troll. Dude literally just lost $20,000 and is like, okay, now I see the power of prop firms, I'm going to go and do it. And after losing $20,000, what is he doing? He's still trading the same exact thing. But I will soon, And I'm Chuck Norris's dad, So my trade plan is consistent to get highs and lows above. Okay, yeah, all that, again, AdventureCraft, all that is cool, but like that doesn't tell us anything. What would help us would be give us an entry point, which would be a number, give us a stop loss, which would be a number, and then give us a target, which would be a number. And those 3 numbers given ahead of time, that's where we can see exactly what you're seeing and then see how this stuff all plays out. I've heard of prop firms but never used one. Yeah, well, you are then working inefficiently, because my argument is in the category of day trading futures through a prop firm is the most efficient way to go about it. I'm officially Buzak is a troll because he's either a troll or the dumbest person ever, and I don't think he's a dumb person. I think he full well knows what he's doing, and which would be trolling. Okay, I am still interested in a long down around here, but obviously it's first got to come down around here before I'm going to have any chance at it. Yeah, Buzak, I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a timeout for being a troll, and you can think about if you want to continue on with this troll thing or not. But there you go. We'll give him 30 minutes. I'm from India. Cool. Well, good news. What I'm doing here is available to people in India. Take Profit Trader, which is the prop firm I'm using, which gives me access to all this stuff, is available to people in India. My number comes with matching my cigar. Okay, so all I'm saying, Adventure, is when you have these numbers, if you don't mind giving them to us here publicly, that would be much appreciated. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying I expect you to be able to give me numbers right now. All I'm saying is when you have these numbers, share them here. And then we can all watch how your trade plan plays out in real time. Hey, Preston. Morning, I'm trolling. Hey, Dean. Do we have ourselves a falling wedge here? We might have ourselves a falling wedge. I'm gonna watch. Ooh, I'm gonna watch that lower trend line for maybe a bounce. Hot streak back. Good job, Preston. Hopefully, the hot streak you're on right now is gonna pay for and then some your cold streak. Hey, Mazar. Oil's breaking out. It is. English clearly ain't the guy's first language. Go easy on him. Which guy are you talking about? It already has. Check the live community just posted. Isn't that amazing, though? Like, you can go on the cold streak that you were on, Preston, and then right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're only on a 2-day hot streak, and now you have the cold streak entirely paid for. So way more. So this, I'm assuming, is this one account that you're ripping it up on, or what? Or are you copy trading multiple accounts? Yeah, one account. And how many did you blow? How many accounts did you blow until you finally on a hot streak with this one account? How many accounts? Good. I'm looking for a potential long at this lower trend line right here. Yeah, I think we do have a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern. Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. Definitely on a cold streak. I went back to 25K accounts. That's where my money has been made. Yeah, cold streaks happen. Were you resetting pro 150K accounts? Or do you mean that you just went and bought more and went through the test period again? There's the break. Again, I wanted it to come down here. Oh, reset test. Okay. Whew. Okay, well then, I mean, you're kind of I say this tongue in cheek. with all due respect, but you're kind of a drama queen. You made it sound like, oh man, I've been blowing accounts everywhere. It's ridiculous. Like, I thought, when I asked you how many, I thought for sure I was going to, like, hear minimum 15, 20. You blew 5, so you exaggerate a little bit. You got a bit of drama queen in your bones. Still, though, pretty cool. Dude roasted 5 accounts, and now this one account has more than paid for all his blown accounts, and he's well in the green. So, I mean, the point still stands. Prop firms are awesome. But the way you were talking in the private community, man, I thought we were going to hear at least 15, 20 accounts roasted. No, I'll call you a drama queen. Goodness. Oh, it's so bad. I blew my second account, close to blowing my third. Yeah, that's so you've had a couple losing trades. I think I want a short here. Fake break of this, or maybe either a fake break or just a trendline rejection, however you want to call it. Sign him up for Mamma Mia. There we go. Never mind on that one now. Okay. Again, this is a falling wedge. Maybe you liked it more than I did, and right now it seemingly is working. I mean, it already has worked for scalpers, I would assume. After trading TBT for 6 months and racking up over 6 figures, it taught me how to flip a personal 5K account. There we go, Rambo. See, Code Clay. That's the ticket apparently. Code Clay, all caps though. I hate to nitpick that point, but for whatever reason, the prop firms, they seem to care. If you don't type it all caps, then like it doesn't work. But thank you, Rambo. I appreciate you confirming the rumors that, yeah, Code Clay is actually magical. Gotta say, as a 22-year-old trading options on Webull here in the temporary blowing account. Okay, well, Drewski, are you still trading options on Robinhood? Because we were talking 2 different blow-ups here. Stop talking like you're a teenager, Big Tick. Come on, man. All right, falling wedge. Congrats to anybody that saw that falling wedge. Again, it is a bullish pattern, whereas the rising wedge is the bearish one. I didn't really like it that much, but hey, looks like the joke's on me. I mean, I'll give myself credit. At least I liked enough to still draw it in there officially. But, so there you go. I guess I'm not a total baboon. Okay, Drewski. So when I'm talking about blowing up accounts, I'm not blowing up the account in the way you think. Because you're using your own funds in your mind, and I'm just making these numbers up, it's like, okay, well, I put $3,000 in this Robinhood account, or this Webull account. So if I were to blow up this account, that's $3,000 gone. That's not what I'm saying. When I say blow up an account in a prop firm, this is how, so, and let's just say you did this. Let's say you bought an account for $50K. You got $50K in purchasing power. It would cost you $102 if you use code Clay to get that 40% off. If you blow the account, that means you've lost $2,000 within the account. But that doesn't mean that you actually lost $2,000 out of your pocket like it would in your Webull account. If you're in a Webull account trading options and you lose $2,000, your consequence is you just lost $2,000. The consequence for me or any other prop firm trader when we blow an account is, well, we lose the account. But since we only paid $102 for the account, that is our actual consequence. So you're doing a very apples and oranges type of thing. So no. If you're just like routinely blowing accounts and these are like Webull accounts, you are taking massive hits then. So Drewski, I'm glad you stumbled here. If you want to go about this in the most efficient way possible, day trading futures through a prop firm makes way more sense. And even, okay, I can't talk right now. We're right here at a potential, where'd my cursor go? Come on, hit that purple line. Just bump your head on it. Come on. Bump your head on it. Knock yourself out. Am I being too picky? Maybe I'm being too... Hindsight will be my judge. Am I being too picky? Come on. Ooh. Ooh, oh, great. All right, now I'm going to the 21 EMA in the 5 minute, which is at 51. So we'll look to play a little bit of a fake break of that purple line. But anyways, and not to mention, futures are way better than options anyways. So setting aside the prop firm stuff, you have to deal with theta. There is no theta in futures. So for that reason alone, futures is just so much better than options. Clay, are you? I am. Yeah, Rambo. Code Clay, all caps. Oh, hey, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate the cover fire there. Doggone it. Oh, it did bump its head on it too. Right there. See, I out fancy. So I still am a firm believer in you got to use multiple time frame analysis. But this is one of the downfalls of multiple time frame analysis. I glanced over there and I saw the 21 EMA and I'm like, okay, let me adjust my entry up to that instead. And then by doing that, it just cost me what would have been a great entry on the 2 minute. Again, I still am a firm believer, use multiple time frames, but there, as Thomas Sowell says, there are no solutions, there are only trade-offs. Oh, no, you don't have to, no, hey, Drewski, you are too polite. I appreciate you apologizing for the misinterpretation. You don't have to apologize, no. I reject your apology because there was no apology needed. But okay, so you are like brand new. Well, I'm glad you were here. That makes me feel very good about why I'm doing this live stream, because as a lot of people here can attest, as a new person, you will do dumb things. And when these dumb things are not costing you potentially thousands of dollars or whatever amount you put into a Webull account, you will be very happy about that. And you'll be very happy to never have to worry about theta. So, yes. The prop firm that I use that I recommend, especially if you're a beginner to the prop firm space, which you are, is the link up at the top there of the screen. Take Profit Trader. And then if you do want to help support the stream, get the current discount, 40% off, and then 0 activation fee is code Clay. Bro, going from 1 minute to 2 minute time frame is so much better. Yeah, it works for me. It works for me, Rambo. No, I wouldn't say. I mean, and I'm not. I realize you're not saying this either. We're not. Me and Rambo are not saying it's like a magical pill, but it's nice. It's nice. Okay, 660 is where I'm going to go short. It will be consistent with 2 previous reversals. I'll take it down as far as I can and get out, but I'll get out. Okay, so Adventure Craft, we're kind of getting there. You gave us an entry point, but you never gave us a stop loss. I understand you couldn't necessarily give us a target because you're going to just let it work for you. Fair enough. The 2 key numbers, though, are your entry and stop. So you didn't quite give us a stop loss. Does this stochastic strategy contain a stop loss? Hey, Graybeard, whose hobby is sailing. See, I remember you, Graybeard. Don't think I forgot about you. Thanks for showing me my exit purple line. Nice 40-plus move. Good job, Jason. All right, is a purple line here again, that 50 period, simple moving average. Oh, crap, I got to fix this over here. This is still not the... This is the TMA. Oh, okay, that's above my... I guess I just have to remove it. And then, is this a TMA too? Please don't tell me that's a TMA. Doggone it. Oh. On them all. You got to be kidding me. SMA, all right. How do I even add in moving averages? I forget. It's been so long. Chart settings. No, indicators. Moving average. SMA, brother. SMA, brother. There we go. There we go. People yesterday were talking about my SMA being off and wrong, and I'm like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Then somebody's like, I think it's a TMA, and I don't even know what a TMA is, but somehow it got set back to a TMA. So now we're all set. 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 So now All right, adventure. Sounds. I'm glad. At least you have some sort of form of a stop. That's good. All right, I'm gonna get this line out of here. I'm still interested in this lower trend line though. I'm gonna continue to watch that throughout the course of the day, and if it comes into play, I'm gonna make some hay down by the bay. I just may. Do prop firms make sure us newbies to prop firms have the skills for the different accounts to be discussed here? Well, no, there's no such thing as prop firm skills. You've got to have trading skills. If you have trading skills, then if you don't have trading skills, a prop firm is definitely good for you because it's going to prevent you from losing thousands upon thousands of dollars. Because if you are trading with thousands of dollars and you don't have skills, then one trade you could lose thousands of dollars. So yeah, but you have to have the trading skills. The 1 hour looks like it wants to retrace back up. To me, that's always a mind. When I hear retrace, I always think of like going down, like it's retracing. So I think what you mean is, in my world, it looks like it wants to bounce back up. I don't know. That's just the terminology I use. Like when people call this like a pullback, it just rocks my mind. Like a pullback is this, where something goes up and then right here, this is the pullback. In this action, when things are going down, this right here, this is the bounce. Again, it's semantics, I understand, but it just throws me off. All right, well, this purple line is doing work. Again, I know people ask, that purple line is the 50-period simple moving average. So the 50-period simple moving average doing work. JP Morgan says short the stock market until the Strait of Hormuz opens. Yeah, I had a buddy send me like something from Twitter about an Iowa farmer saying how their fertilizer cost, like in the past, what was it, like 3 days or something, has gone up 77%. So everybody, I hope you're ready for grocery prices to continue to head up. Because if this stays this way, oh boy. 70. Can you imagine running a business as a farmer and then one of your costs in like 3 days goes up 77%? That's wild. I agree. Bounces go up. Reject. Right. Good thing I raised my own beef. I always, I call him I guess he kind of is my farmer because he's the guy that I lease my farmland to here in Iowa. But my farmer uses some of my land to grow crops to feed his cows because he's, farmers, right, at least him, he believes in diversification. He's not going to go all in corn. He does corn and soybeans and then has cattle and sheep and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, man, I call his cows because with the way beef prices are, I always just call him his gold bars with 4 legs. Man, those gold bars with 4 legs looking good out there. Yep, it's crazy. It's crazy what I can sell these things for. Do traders ever get trade entry at Yeah, sure. Now, should you always plan on nailing the top or nailing the bottom? Absolutely not. But I think if you trade long enough, you'll have a couple of trades where you're like, man, I nailed that entry point. Yeah, Nick, I hear you. This may be it for now. Who was the guy yesterday? Who was that? That was like yelling at me or something. And then he's like telling me I don't know how to trade and this, that, and that. And he's like, Something about, what are you talking about? It's not a trend. It's a trend that's sideways. Like you used, basically made a claim that there's such a thing as square circles. And I'm like, wait, what? What did he say? Something about it's trending sideways, or it's something where it's like, wait a second, you can't use those two words in the same. I can't remember what it was, but it was funny. It was funny. Never a dull day here in the world of the internet. What's NASDAQ looking like? Well, this is NASDAQ. In the futures market, NASDAQ, that is. Hey, morning, Dimitri. Whoa, hey. Alrighty then. Okay, let's buckle up. Let's not get too excited, but... So I'm guessing oil is dropping straight down right now? Yep, okay. Now, I'm not convinced on anything bearish for oil as long as the price is closing above this purple line here, which let's make sure. Is that the SMA? It is the SMA. Okay. So, yeah, I can see that exact moment looking bearish, but within the grand scheme of things, like I said, I'm not convinced that oil is taking a bearish turn until it can close down below the purple line. Then I will begin to entertain the idea. Well, okay, I'm starting to entertain it already, but okay, there we go. Close below. Now let's see if we can start to get some more closes. Now, if this snaps straight back up, this was just kind of a knee-jerk reaction of something. Pastry, dude, pastry. The reason why I went to look at oil is because we saw this. And when this was booming up, I was like, oh, I bet oil is going down. Whoops, that's gold. So thank you, brother, but we were already looking. Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Jason. Iran deputy, we're not laying mines in Hormuz Strait. Yeah, you were slightly late, but I appreciate it. I appreciate where you're coming from. You wanted to make sure. So I'm guessing gold, or this is back above. Yep. Again, like I said, I want to see. That's for me. If I'm going to truly entertain that, okay, maybe things are getting bearish for oil. All about that purple line. Iran saying no mines, and I think I would believe that. Because if I am understanding right, Iran also needs the strait to make money, right? Because that's how they get their oil out. So, but I don't know. I don't understand how mines work either. Do mines stay in the same spot, or do they drift around? Because if they stay in the same spot, then I guess theoretically you could say, well, Iran knows where they're at, so they know where to send their ships so they don't get hit. But then obviously if mines don't stay in the same spot and they do drift around, well, then that would be totally not smart on Iran's part to do that. So I guess the question revolves around, who understands water mines? Do water mines stay in an exact location, or do they kind of just drift with waves? To me, that is the key question right now. So when Trump said he destroyed those mine-laying vessels, he was lying. Oh, I don't know. If they're not laying mines, that may be because they don't have any mine-laying vessels. So that all checks out so far, Ty. That would actually make sense on why there are no mines, because they don't have any mine-laying ships. Water mines stay in their place. No, Gilligan's Island was before my time. I assume it's like Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't know. But to me, that would be the pivotal question. How do mines behave? Because that, I think, you can kind of reverse engineer the thought process that what makes sense or not make sense for Iran. There's no mines in Finding Nemo, is there? I don't think Trump's live. Some mines are anchored, others can drift with currents. Okay, interesting. I will be... Ooh! Doxo. Okay, check this out. I'm not saying it'll work, but look at this. We have the VWAP and we have the purple line, which is the 50-period simple moving average, basically at the same level. So let's call it 740. Kind of a double whammy of resistance. Again, that does not mean that it will be resistance. But am I highly interested? Ooh! And then we also have this as a previous high. All right, let me cook real quick. Calm down, everybody. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay, kind of, sort of. We also have this little clump of previous highs right here. So clump of previous highs, VWAP, purple line, all right here at about 740. Again, does this mean that it will be a resistance? No, there are no guarantees. But am I highly interested? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Iran allowed some ships. Gotcha. There are mines in Finding Nemo. I don't know if I believe that. Hey, Dub Money. Hey, Blackout is having a great day. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Again, I'm interested right up there, brothers and sisters. 740 for the short. Now, if there is some sort of tweet or news or something, then that level may not matter. It may approach 200 SMA. Well, David, you got to give us a time frame, brother. It may approach the 200 SMA on what time frame? Context matters here, folks. Especially when we're all, I don't know about all of us, but when lots of us are using charts, yeah, you got to tell us the time frame we're looking at. The 2 minute. Oh, okay, so up here, yeah. I appreciate you using the word may. Yeah, okay, it could. That's what stop losses are for. If it does go up, let me put it this way. If it does go up there, and I'm bearish minded right here, I'll be having a losing trade. So they're letting some ships go, which would make sense. That does make sense because I know China is a buyer of their oil. Hey, let's go. Go Hawks. Passed my first account. Good job. 5th time. I think you tied me. Maybe. Or I beat you by 1. I can't remember. It either took me 4 or 5 tries to pass my first account. A couple of them were like me forgetting about orders and getting cooked, but like still. That's why the people that are like, I give up, I've blown 3 accounts. It's like, dude, it took me like 5 tries before I got my first pass. Like, calm down. What EMAs do you use? Why are you assuming that they're EMAs? What about the poor little SMAs? Why are SMAs such chopped liver in futures? I don't get it. Poor little SMAs. All right, I'm going to try a long right here. Purple line is the 50 period simple moving average, former area of resistance. Let's see if it wants to act as support. Plus, okay, I can't talk. Oh boy. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Give me a little bit more of a bounce than that. Come on. All right, I'll take the little scalpy scalp there. I wanted a bit more of a bounce, but it's a little bit heavier than what I was. Yeah, even now, look, it's not quite snapping up. It still could snap up, but like it just, yeah, feeling a little bit heavier than what. Okay, this is what we've been training for, folks. This is what we've been training for. All right, so I'm guessing oil is now going back up. Okay, not nearly as much as I thought it would have. I mean, a little bit. So, okay, this seems to just be an independent move here. I worked so hard for, well, good job. Is this a short, though, now? If it comes back down, I don't know. It's just, if this thing V-shapes straight back up, then whatever. It is what it is, I guess. But if this thing comes back down, I'll try a short right there. Hey, rookie. It is making a flag. Scalped another 50. All right, good job. Hey, thank you, rookie. What size did you go with? 50K? Man, well. For any of you that, again, this is the power of independent thinking. I got long right here, and then I scalped out because it was feeling heavy. But if you're like Clay, I agree. I agree with your entry point. I agree with all that, so I hopped in. But Clay, because I'm an independent thinker, I disagree that it feels heavy right now. I'm going to hold. Well, guess what? You were right. I was wrong. Congrats. The power of independent thinking. If you were blindly following me, well, you just left a lot on the table there. Don't blindly follow anybody. Got to learn to think for yourself. Thank you, Blackout. If you try to fade, well, Rambo, that depends. Some days the we've had some doozy live streams where it is a Clay fade day, where like if you want to make money, just do the opposite of what I'm about to do. I mean, if there was ever a holy grail indicator, it's some days on this live stream where all you got to do is the opposite of me, and you're like guaranteed to make money. It's crazy. That was a good entry. No, profit's not profit. I appreciate where that attitude's coming from, but that's an attitude that'll turn you. That's the attitude that'll give you a 95% win rate, yet you still don't make money. Green is green, profit is profit. You can't go broke taking a profit. Again, I understand all those are coming from a good place, but ultimately that attitude will leave you with a potentially, like I said, 90, 95% win rate, and then you're still not profitable. Still watching this dynamic over here on the 5-minute. We'll bring it over. As time goes by, though, this kind of diminishes because this is a moving average. This purple line will move lower and lower below the VWAP. But right now, they're still basically on top of one another. So I still like it if it can get up there for a short. But I like watching you because you have the same trading style as me, going on almost 4 years, and it's starting. Good. Glad it's starting to click. I take $2 wins. I've been working on the same eval for 3 years. Almost there. Yeah, green is green. Profit is profit. Home runs will come. No, but that's the thing. That's my point, actually. You can't have a home run if you're constantly stopping at first base. Again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with base hits, but I'm just saying, like, base it, or, stopping at first base, yeah, you literally cannot ever have a home run if you're always stopping at first base. You can go broke taking profits if your losses are bigger. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that is the exact point. Ooh. Some hammers. Is there a bounce coming on oil? I might take a swing at oil. $210 risk, I think, if my math is right. Yeah, with slippage, let's call it 250. Yeah, I'll risk 250. Okay, looking to get long at the green line. Stop is the red line on oil here. I like these hammers. If it comes down here, can I get another lower shadow? Okay, here we go. Maybe. If it dumps, well then it'll be a losing trade. We've had 2 hammers in a row. Make me think there's some buyers here, but this candle's almost done moving around. I kind of wanted it on this candle itself, though. Yeah, I don't like this anymore. This feels too much like a potential bear flag flush now. I just don't like how that's no longer really a hammer. Still, it's not necessarily it's going to come down, but I don't know. Am I about to tempt myself now into a short? Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't do it, Clay, because that's, oh my goodness. Look at that sweet, sweet, juicy tread line. Why is this line here? I don't. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hello. Hello, Jetine. The minimum maximum amount, well, it depends on your account size. So on 50K, you could go up, like the contracts I'm trading, you could take up to 6. On a 150K, you could go up to 15. So it depends on your account size with Take Profit Trader. I believe in you. Do it. Where have you been, Cochini? Haven't seen you in a long time. What in the world? All right, have a good one, Adventure Craft. Yes, you still have to do the 2 days. Just do quick little flip trades. Pull up one MNQ and then buy, sell real quick. And then that locks in your one trade for the day. Or one MES, just one micro of some sort. All right, up it goes. Let's check back over here to MNQ. NQ, buy or sell. I don't know. I've been waiting for you to tell me if it's buy or sell. What is it? Mary Boy Gaming? You tell me, brother. We've been waiting this whole time saying, when is Mary Boy Gaming 7179 going to show up to tell us if NQ is a buy or sell? So you tell us, brother. Gold actually has an interesting lower trend line. I'm India. Okay, that's irrelevant. Irrelevant to my question. Is it a buy or sell? We're asking you. Okay. Oh, boy. All right, well, if it breaks through that trend line here on gold, that also implies that it's breaking down through the overnight low. So that could be interesting. You, us, bro. So how is that relevant to whether or not NQ is a buy or sell? As far as I'm aware, whether or not NQ is a buy or sell is not dependent on like geographic location. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe it is. Maybe NQ, maybe people in India are looking at a different NQ chart than we are here in America. Your future funding account. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Exactly. What Drewski says. Don't beat around the bush. Just tell us, brother. Stop playing coy. What are you waiting for, Nick? Oh, there it is, Nick. What do you mean yawn? That would have been a great oil trade right there for the scalpy scalp, Nick. What are you yawning about? 65 down to basically 35. I mean, right there, man. What's you yawning about? Well, watch oil. If you're, watch this. He wants you to give... David, I'm aware, brother. I know. I know. Should I do it? It is a bull flag. It is a bull pennant, whatever you want to call it, but it's in a downtrend. I have such trust issues with bull pennants and downtrends, bull flags and downtrends. Bro, one double NQ, hold weekly, yes or no? I'm waiting for you to tell me. You're the expert here. Mary Boy Gaming 7179 who lives in India. You tell me if it's a buy or sell. Tulips. Oh, you always buy tulips. It's like the market is waiting for something, trying to make up its mind. Yeah, exactly. Almost like that. That's right. Stocks only go up. Doesn't even matter. Like, even if you're a 0001 penny stock, you're a stock. Therefore, you only go up. Even though you somehow drifted down to 000 or no bid. Look at that. Slick Nick. You had this trend line right here waiting for you. Over here yawning. And Oil's like, hey, Nick. Dude, your name is Slick Nick. Oil's all slick. You should be... Dude, you have the perfect name to be trading oil. Were tulips the original candlestick chart? No, I think it was rice. They're called Japanese candlesticks. At least what the internet taught me was because rice farmers in Japan use them to track the price of rice. Or that might be a wives' tale. I don't know. But I think that's why they're called Japanese candlesticks. Tulips, the original GME. Was it? It's definitely up there with it, but I don't know if it was the first one. But yes, same category for sure. Like I said, this is, I don't have any problem. People are like, man, this is a nice little bull pennant. Like, I agree. The problem is, though, and what I was saying earlier scares me, is that this is occurring in an overall downtrend. Doesn't mean that this bull pennant will fail, but it creates trust issues for me. Do I really want to go long when it's in an overall downtrend? Maybe, but I'm scared. The tulips thing was the first crash that ever happened, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if it was the first, but I mean, it was certainly in that category. But one Iran real equals. So the current Iranian currency cannot be used to buy American goods, is what you're saying? Is this dude gonna take a trade? Listen, I would like to, but part of trading is sometimes you just gotta wait and let the market reveal itself a little bit more. And I'm not personally seeing anything right now. Maybe you do in your strategy, and that's fantastic. But if you're over there like, why isn't this guy made a trade? It's been 5 minutes. Then that would lead me to believe you were probably on the newer side of things, which is fine. Because you seem to be thinking that trading means you have to be making trades constantly. And if you're not making trades constantly, then like there's something wrong. Hey, Boy Gaming, how old are you? Out of curiosity, how old are you? You got to be honest. If you're going to get any value out of this exchange, you got to be honest. So there's kind of sort of like I mean, not kind of sort of, there is like a little miniature ascending triangle in there. But even if it breaks out, it's got to deal with the overnight low, and it's got to deal with these highs right here. So I guess I'm talking to myself. I guess I could still try a bit of a scalpy scalp, but I don't know. Anchored VWAP is showing resistance until it shows weakness. Not looking for buys. All right. I'm still interested in a short up around here if it gets up around there. So that's still kind of the waiting phase for me, but that's kind of where my mind's at right now. Although I could see a short right up here, maybe. If it comes up here and starts to act weak around the overnight low, which is that pink line, I could be interested, but like it's not quite there yet. So I'm not going to, but the 5 minute looks, 5 minute looks pretty juicy, but it's just got all these moving averages and potential resistance areas. The code is code Clay at the top of the screen in the far right hand corner. We're code Clay, so code Clay all caps. Recommend, I say the 50K. I don't know if you'll ultimately land on the 50K, thinking that's the best size account for you. But I do think 50K is a good one to start with. And thank you for asking about my code, and sounds like being willing to use it. I appreciate that. It helps support the stream, feeds hungry children, so I appreciate it. Okay, maybe a short here. 84. Good grief, that's... Yeah, or maybe a short up around here. You are welcome. I guess I could try a short here, throw my stop over the highs, and just see if it wants to get rejected back. I don't know. This, like I said, it was a nice little miniature ascending triangle. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. And usually when I don't know, I should just sit on my hands. Path? Nah. Why are you watching Path, man? That's a stock. You got to day trade futures. I just fell on the like button. Well, thank you, Oliver. I appreciate that. It may make a run to the 200 on 2 minute. Well, David, and if it does, that's what stop losses are for. Like, I agree, it might. It also might crash down here. Hence me thinking I want to get short. Hey, Boy Gaming finally he told us what to do. He says sell. So he went from asking us to now telling us. Gotcha. All right. Down fast. Okay. Darcy just bought. I know he was. He was holding on us. Look at him. He's a savant. Look at this guy. Why in the world was he asking us? He was toying with us. He knew the whole time. What a jokester. Asking us, is this a buy or sell? Wow. Totally holding out on us. He played us. We saw through him, though. That's why I asked him, because I knew. I'm like, no, I know your game. I know that you are from the future. Boy Game is currently looking for John Connor. No, I wasn't played like a fiddle. I asked him from the very first moment. Wow. I mean, I guarantee you he didn't take the trade. I'll guarantee that. But, like, Darcy effect is broken. The laws of physics have been destroyed. They have. But, hey, Ty, did I not, from the moment this guy showed up, say, no, you tell us, because I knew he was a savant. Yes, wizard, that's a good word. I recognize his wizardry. And he also just admitted to correct 100% that he did not take the trade. So there we go. We also have that, a minor detail. He did not take the trade, but Hey, man, he knew it was coming. At the risk of getting ahead of myself, can I ask questions about... No. Just one step at a time. Anybody in prop accounts will tell you, just focus on passing first. One bridge at a time. So do you see what I mean, David? When you're like, hey, man, be careful. It might go up to the 200. Which, again, I appreciate using the word might. That was true. It might go up there. But my point was this, yeah, but it also might do something like this. You know what I mean? That's what stop losses are for. Ooh, okay. Let me get this trend line extended out. Been tracking this trend line for a while. I am interested in a long at that trend line if it wants to keep coming down. So I'm assuming oil is back up now? No, not as much as I would have thought. Oh, I bet Slick Nick bought right here. He's like, I am slick. Hey, Valor. Again, we'll look for a potential bounce here down around. I'm so just... No, I guess that's a confirmation bias. I was gonna say it seems like every one of these goes straight back up, but as I look, it's like, no, that's not actually true. Even that, yeah. $400 on short. Good job, Massey. All right, I'm gonna try short at the back test here of this purple line. Yeah, why not? Come back up there. Come back up there. Uh-oh. You guys see that blue spinning circle? I need to wait. I'm getting a little antsy. It has been a while since I've made a trade, so I'm getting a little twitchy. Bond offering time? No, I think that's 1. Right? 1 p.m.? Okay. So in my ideal world, we have about 30 seconds for this candle to keep moving around. It stays slightly below the purple line. Next candle opens up like right here, pops its head up a little bit, comes down. I can get short right there, stop right there, and then I have a small little risk profile. But it's looking like that may not necessarily happen. We'll see. But yeah, I am bearish biased right now. Yeah, so not exactly what I was looking for. Do I have a code for a pro account? No, that doesn't exist. You need to go through the test phase. Yeah, that was a nice double top up there. Yep. Yeah, I mean, we're in a very lively news cycle right now where at any point spikes could happen. I mean, if a ship hits all it takes is for a ship to hit a mine, and all of a sudden it's gonna go crazy in one direction or another. So yes, we are. This is why I say I think you are a crazy person if you are trading with your own funds. Yes, you do still have skin in the game with your prop firm, but it's such a little amount of skin compared to what could potentially happen for those with using their own money. I mean, I don't understand. I'd be cracking so many walnuts. I passed the test. Oh, okay. So yeah, in your credits, you should have a credit, so you don't have to pay the activation fee. If you do not, and I'm assuming you're with Take Profit Trader, I'm assuming you use code Clay. So if you're with Take Profit Trader and you use code Clay, then during the activation phase of when you activate your pro account, you should have a credit, so you do not have to pay the $130. And if you do not have a credit, then you'll have to reach out to customer service. So right now we have basically a bear flag here. So I am bearish. I thought the credit was just a one-time thing. Nope. All right, I'm going to... Yeah. Okay, we're approaching the 21 EMA on the 5 minute. What is that? 55. Okay, I'm going to try a short right there. This is I realize it looks like nowhere on the 2 minute here. All right, I only got 2. Oh, maybe that's a good thing that I only got a partial fill. Five-minute actually looks very interesting if it can come down a little bit back below the 21 EMA. Again, I'm giving this thing plenty of wiggle room. I only have 2 MNQs. So yeah, that was I'm glad I got partial filled there, and then man, what a crock of garbage that one was. See, the market's not always out to get you. Thankfully, it did not fill me with all 5 and then did this. All right, out on that one. We're approaching all sorts of congestion here on the 5 minute. All sorts of congestion up around here. So I am still remaining bearish biased. It's one of these where do I just want to build size? And if it just goes straight up through all these levels, it will be a very painful trade. But is it actually going to do that, though? That seems like a pretty big if. Yeah, yeah, that was basically a V shape. So yes, if you are bearish when these V shapes occur, yeah, then you will have losing trades. And that is basically officially a V shape at this point. Now the question is, does this V shape, so here's the V shape, this move essentially started here and essentially went straight up. Now does the V shape, so there's a V, turn into a check mark? So if the V turns into a check mark, then there's going to be even more shorts that start to get cooked. Really? That's all trading is? That's how you get up to 90%? Set your stop loss at 10 points or less and trail it down. You will win 90%. Really? Wait a second. That's as easy as trading is? Oh. I thought entry point maybe mattered a little bit more, but I guess you just get in wherever and set your stop loss at 10 and trail it down. And boom, 90% win rate. Well, I guess I truly am a baboon. I thought trading was a little bit more in-depth than that, but there we go, folks. We all have the holy grail. Hop in wherever and just put your stop at 10 points and then trail it down. Yeah, keep it simple. Yeah. I did pay 130. I filled and had to reset. They allow 3 times. No. You're talking about the pro account. Do not reset a pro account. You are way overpaying. People still trade EMAs and shapes in 20. Yikes. Well, what should we be trading? Finesse and pips? Well, hey, good for you. Like I said, the Duke of Fluke. You're 6 for 6 today and 7 for 8 yesterday. Again, I did not realize that train was that easy. I didn't realize you could hop in wherever, and then as long as you set your wherever you hop in, you just put your stop at 10 and follow it down. Heck no, I'm not trading a private account. Are you serious? I understand math. Why would I risk my own funds? Hey, Pam. Matt Man, how's it going? Yeah, I know, Mark. Just hop in wherever in 10 points. Yeah, I don't know if finessing, I don't know if he's trolling or rage baiting or if he's serious. I'm still trying to figure him out. I think he might be serious because he's meeting the MO of his cult, but I don't know. You have to wait for a setup. You can't just hop in wherever. I look for a big squeeze and then hop in for short. Okay, well, next time you see one of these situations where you're going to hop in, let us know ahead of time, and then we can see how it plays out. Not a bad strategy, really. I trail stop often, and it does open your position in a... Well, yeah, I mean, I trail my stop too, but arbitrary numbers don't make any sense. Like, you can tell me that you're a newbie without telling me you're a newbie by just saying, just use 10 points. Because anybody with the experience will understand, well, some days, 10 points is like nothing. Like, it is so volatile, 10 points is nothing. While other days, 10 points might be like way too much. Because it might be super, super slow on a day. So, like, you can't just go with arbitrary numbers and apply that across the board. That's not how the market works. Each day, some days are more volatile than others. I should open new account. What should I do? Well, what I'm saying is you should definitely not be resetting pro accounts. That is crazy expensive. And for the price of one pro reset with Take Profit Trader, you could get like 6 test accounts. Yeah, look for a big squeeze and hop in short. Yeah, exactly. Who knew? That's a bold strategy, Cotton. All right, maybe a short up around here. Okay, this is a big squeeze, I think. And now I'm supposed to get short with 10-point stop. If I understood the one guy right. I watched TQQ and buy SQQ for the short. Okay. So it even gets more. Now the dude is not even in a prop firm. He's trading his own funds. And so he's working as inefficiently as possible. Okay. Okay, if it hits its head on the VWAP here, I'm going to throw in it. Yep, okay. I'm going to try a short right here. See if it does indeed want to get rejected off the VWAP. As of now, not necessarily. Okay, if that red line turns blue, I'm in. I am in. Come on, VWAP. Smack it back down. Give the bulls a spanking. Give them a spanking. Come on. Give them a spanking. No, need a bigger spanking than that. Give them a spanking. Come on, Cletus. Give them a spanking. Spank him, Cletus. Spank him, Cletus. I'll take that little scalpy scalp. Thank you, Cletus. Spank him. Spank those bulls. Now. Okay, he's short now. Okay, you just got stopped out because it just bounced against you. Well, yeah, you're definitely out now. Toast. See you later. There's your 10 points right there. Okay. So as of the live stream right now, you're 1 for 2. So your 90% strategy is at 50% right now. Spank him, Cletus. This is a spank trade. This is a spank trade. Maybe I should have trusted Cletus more. I trusted him to spank the Bulls, and he did give him a spanking, but I don't know. Maybe Cletus... Oh, Cletus! He's spanking him even more. Come on. If you are short right now, you better be cheering for Cletus. You better be yelling right now. Oil, Matt Man. You better be yelling right now. Spank him, Cletus! Oh, he's spanking him. No, you're not out now, you liar. Okay, Duke of Fluke is gone. I watched when you said you got in. It went 10 points against you. You are lying. So we'll put you in timeout, and we'll see if you want to come back and be honest about your trades. Don't pee on our legs and tell us it's raining, brother. Spank him, Cletus. Is anybody still in? Give me a 2 if you trusted Cletus more than I did. Give me a 2 if you trusted Cletus more than I did. Zach trusted Cletus more. Neil. Compton. Look at Cletus. He's spanking him. Yeah, Mary Boy's getting close to a timeout too. He's just getting obnoxious at this point. Okay, yeah, let's give Boy Gaming a little timeout too. He's not trading. He's just here running his mouth. So, yeah, we'll give him a timeout. We'll see if he wants to come back and maybe rethink his obnoxious levels. I like Mary. No, not me. He reached the point of too much. Look at Cletus spanking him. Doggone it. Well, the Scalpy Scalp has proven to be a very stupid decision. So if you trusted Cletus more than I did, well done. Yeah, that was a good spank, all right. Cletus brought the wood. You know there's some people that... I don't know if anybody was here, but there's got to be some people in the world that bought that break of the VWAP. I hope they had a stop loss. These moves are roasting accounts. Yeah, probably. I think that's a fair statement. And, I mean, trust me. You want to start doing spanking trades? Because I'm telling you right now, spank him, Cletus. It's so fun to say. Now, if you are at work and you're in a cubicle and you take these trades and you are yelling, spank him, Cletus, don't do that. You're probably going to reveal that you're not doing work. I cannot think of a job description that would ever require you to be yelling, spank him, Cletus, other than trading, okay? So be careful. It's fun to say, but don't be yelling it at work. That you're gonna make it very obvious you're not actually doing your work. I know, Di. I know. I'm with you. I did not trust Cletus as much as I should have. Maybe that's where I'm getting it from. I don't know. Maybe that is where I'm getting. I don't know. Okay, let's all calm down. This could be a good short here. Bounce up and come down through. I'm taking another short here. Yep. Okay, here we go. Going to get short at the red line. I'll put my stop right here. We'll see if we can get more continuation or not. If it doesn't, then so be it, Billy. Let's see if we can get more continuation. Let's see if the spanking is just taking a quick little rest or if it's over. If it's over, then this will be a losing trade. But trying to see if the momentum wants to continue. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. Okay, I'm in. Here's my first target. So this is a breakdown or get out. If the momentum is no longer here, then I will have to hop out. But let's see. Not looking so good right now, but we'll give it a chance. I am short. Oof. I'm starting to lose trust here, but I'll give it a chance. Now my blue line is basically the support level, so that's not good. Again, very tight stop for the potential upside reward here, or I guess downside. And come on, come on, come on. Oh, that blue line, that is stubborn. There we go, there we go. Push now, brother. Ooh. Got my hopes up and then crushed them. I'm hoping the spankings will resume, but I don't know. Spankings might be over. Cletus's wrist and forearm might be a little tired right now. People that are just getting here are like, what is this guy talking about? I promise it makes sense if you just like watch the past 15 minutes. Come on, Cletus, grab that paddle. Come on, Cletus. Ah, I think he's tired. I think he's tired. I think he's too tired. Come on. You better not chop for like the next 30 minutes in this tight little range. All right. Yeah. Again, this was a breakdown or get out, but this blue line here is, which unfortunately is also my entry. Made sense here when I took it, but yeah, right now looking like I'm about to get stopped. About to get stopped. If you're long here, I'm not calling you crazy at all. I'm not calling you crazy at all. Obviously, you still have a stop loss, but... And I am stuck. So close. Stopped. All right, that one did not work. Well, I tried for the continuation of the momentum here. Thought this might have been just a little breath, but I was wrong. You're going to short at 740, Alex? Okay, and where's your stop going to be? Trade the trend, they said. It'll be fun. I know. 20 to 30. What is it? Well, huh? Well, is it going to be 20 or is it going to be 30? 780. So your short's at, okay, so it turned out to be 40 points then. If your short is at 740 and your stop is at 780, 40 point stop. Okay. Roger that. Well, I will say this. This is one of these stops that feels fantastic. Some stops will send you over the edge because it's like, that was the dumbest stop ever. But right now, this stop feels great because, man, that would have been bad. Who is that guy that says, why don't you trade the trend, bro? Who is that guy? Well, a lot of people say that. Fun is a loose description. Yes, exactly. It's open for interpretation. Hey, Jake. When is the last time we've had a full market day and an easy to find trend? Well, there's no such thing as an easy to find trend. Now, if you're looking in hindsight, that's a different question. But like, we'll just trade the range. Yeah. Well, where's the top of the range? Okay, where are you gonna get in? And it's unfortunately trading is a little bit harder than kind of the cliche sayings. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. This is Trade the News Day. Kind of. It's also don't get steamrolled by the news day. Check, please. Check what? Hey, if you're enjoying, hit that like button. I know it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it helps. So if you are enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you could hit that like button, it would be great. Would you consider this to be a head and shoulders? I don't know. I've never been good at identifying the head and shoulders stuff. A lot of news. Yeah. A lot of scheduled news. And then, we're in those unique times where at any moment there could just be a random bit of news that the market really cares about. So, yeah, that's why, I was saying I think people not trading prop firms are crazy. I'll try a short if it gets up to 720. Yeah, I'd be interested up and around the 720 area too for a short. I think this is now Chopsville. I suppose, but like, let's just say that it comes up here and then chops down here. Okay, well, from 95 down to like 40, that's still a 55 point chop. Like, I understand if a price is chopping like a move. So for example, chop can be something breaks out. So I understand if like it does something like this and then goes down, but like, you have to look deeper. Like, well, that fake breakout. If that fake breakout is only like a 3-point move, fine. But if that's like a 30-point move and you're like, oh man, I just got chopped on that fake breakout. It's like, well, yeah, but it did still break out 30 points before it went back down. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's always just not so black and white. Oil is breaking support. Yeah, I guess right here. Ooh, this will be interesting if it can get down through. Ooh, in fact, do I try a trade down there? I think so. It's so slow. I don't know. Like, I love, but I hate oil. Like, it's slow, but then it moves. Look at this. Look how slow this thing is right now. So I'll try a long down there. Yesterday, it was a downtrend all day after the open. Was it though? Was it? This means NQ might go. Yeah, it could be. Whoa, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, and getting cooked. Go up. Thankfully, I just did one contract. I don't like that at all. Thank you. Thank you, market, for letting me out. Holy crap. I'll be right back. Got myself some new underwear. Got myself some new shorts. I'm good to go. Let's keep on trading. Here we go. That is where position size is always so important. Had I done more than one, yeah, that might not have been good, brothers. That's true. That's true. All I do is I need a 10-point stop. Because, yeah, 10 points just across the board. Yeah, that's true. Iran's Foreign Ministry spokesman says many ships can still pass. Yeah, did that just come out, Nam? That would make sense. That did seem kind of like a news type spike. Or not necessarily news, but like an announcement like that sort of thing. Yes, gotcha. Which way do you think it will be more surprising if it breaks out? If what breaks out? Are we talking oil or are we talking MNQ? NQ or S&P? Oh, I have no idea. Anyone that says they know where the market's headed in this sort of environment is lying to you. I'm just trying to trade and not get steamrolled. Have you ever tried about... No. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hope you guys didn't get too much damage from those. There's been... Tonight it's supposed to get super windy, so I don't know. If I'm not here tomorrow, it's probably because our power went out. But yes, I guess here in Iowa, we're supposed to get some pretty heavy winds starting this evening. Mr. Short order by 3. Oh. Hey, thank you, Vision. I appreciate that. Using code Clay, I appreciate it. Thank you for feeding the hungry kids. Code Clay, all caps, feeds hungry children. Oh, you're not going to hang out? Oh, that's disappointing. I don't know. After that last oil trade, my win streak was in the balance. I think that's what'll probably ultimately really roast me on oil, is like, just so I can keep the joke going about how I'm a flawless oil trader, which is true. I think I'm like 14 for 14. But now I'm going to be in a really bad trade. I'm going to just like hold and hope for the sake of keeping the joke alive. Like I'm a flawless oil trader. And then it's just going to, like, that's probably where this whole train, where this joke ends. All right, Vision. Keep your head up. Keep fighting. The high wind just started over here in southwest Nebraska, Panhandle. 65. Oh, yeah. Clay, is VWAP at a different price for you on NQ versus MNQ? Yeah. The VWAP is different on... So yeah, NQ it's about, I don't know, we'll call it 719.25. MNQ it is at about 726. What does using code Clay get you? With Take Profit Trader, it gets you 40% off and then $0 activation fee. Because normally after you pass the test and move into the pro account, you have to activate the pro account with $130. But code Clay makes that $0. It is starting to get pretty rangy here. I kind of want to try another long down here, but am I a dented baboon after that last trade? Uh-oh, Philly. Yeah, keep me posted. I've never been close, so I don't want to make it seem like I do it on a routine basis, but yeah, my plan would be to bail on a trade before it ever gets there. But like, I've never actually had to do that, and quite frankly, I've never even been close to having to do that. Yeah, unfortunately for me, like a $10,000 day is not commonplace. So yes, I'm a mere mortal. But congrats, Philly. Dang. So you just walking away with an $8,000 day now. Wow. Congrats, Philly. That's awesome. I would go short on oil now. Okay, and where would your stop be? Gonzalez Alex. Oh yeah, that making $8,000 in a day is certainly that is a rough problem to have for sure. Or I mean like a good problem. You know what I mean. He maxed the contracts. I don't know, did he? Philly, did you max the contracts? I'm guessing he was trading oil. All right, Alex, I appreciate that. I appreciate your mapping out your trade plans, not just showing around, just talking. I'm up in northern Indiana, and we had F2 or 3 tornado about 40 miles south of us. Oh, really? Okay, so you're in you already got hit, or at least where I'm at in Iowa, we didn't get hit by any of that. Well, there was my original short that, again, still feel just fine about stopping out on that one, but maybe a long around here somewhere. I know eastern Iowa. Okay, yeah, I'm more so central. Yeah, Cletus showed up. His break's over, I guess. Okay, gonna try a long. Right around there. This wants to keep on coming down. So looking for a long at the green line. Darcy effect on the guy that said short oil. Yeah, but then the guy conveniently showed up and was like, well, no, I'm just kidding. I scalped out. So, yeah. Kind of hard to nail down people like that just, they give a trade plan that's wrong. And then it's like, well, no, actually, I scalped out. It's like, okay, well, maybe. Like I said, to be fair, that it is possible that is the truth. But this is also the internet. So, it's just, we kind of got to go by what we're staring at in the face, what was said publicly. Right, and the plan that you gave us, Alex, was actually wrong, which is fine. Welcome to the club. You can't win them all. Correct. Not going to win them all. 100% agree there. Am I really going to try this trade again? I might, and I might look like a total baboon. But once again, is this the area that finally lets loose, or is it going to bounce from this area again? I am going to try again, and maybe I am a total baboon. So same general idea. Coming down here, taking a little breath. Okay, now my stop. Okay. Well, now my risk profile is getting too big for it to even try. Because at least this one, the high stayed very minimal, so I could structure a very nice risk profile, but that's not really the case anymore. Because if I want my stop to be the high of that candle, and my entry's down here, that kind of messes things up. Come on, oil, just come down. I want cheap gas prices, you dirty rat. I mean, we are right at the 21 EMA. So if you're getting short there on oil, I'm not going to call you crazy. Baboons went from spearfishing to trading. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sure there's a clever joke in there, but because I am a baboon, I'm just not, I don't get it. I don't get it. I have no sense of humor, apparently. All right, maybe a rejection up here. Okay, I will look for a short at the red line here. Stop will be up here. Again, the idea, I'm trying to go with this little miniature trend here. Maybe this is a little miniature dead cat bounce now. I mean, it did roll over. It's bouncing up. I'm trying to think that this is not going to be a V-shape. Well, okay, now it goes up over above there. So I could still work with it, but I should, in the spirit of being responsible, lower my position size now because my stop loss is actually going to be wider than what it was. Well, if this just goes straight up, then tricky, tricky. So now it goes back down. Dirty rat. All right, I'm going to try it. The red line turns blue. I'm in. I'm in. Come on, brother. Come down now. Throw out a couple of targets down there. All right, gonna get my stop here. Basically break even. So I want this to either work now or... All right, back to cap. So basically a small winner, but I can always try again. So bounce. If this bounces back up and comes back down, I will look to grab the short here again. Step one for me, though, I want to see it bounce back up. So we'll see if this is a dumb requirement or not. Hindsight will be my judge. Is oil still going up? And it's stuck. If oil rolls over here, then you would think this move is going to head to the upside. If oil can fight through, then you would think this thing is going to roll over. Bear flag break in 5 minutes. Right now, you got to all specify what you're talking about because we're flipping back and forth between oil and NASDAQ. So I don't know what people are talking about. When you say bear flag break in 5 minutes, I appreciate the 5 minute. That's a good bit of context. But on days like today, you got to specify, are you talking oil or are you talking NASDAQ? NASDAQ. Bear flag break in 5. Okay, you must be looking at a very... Okay, I see what you're saying. You're looking at almost like the entire day type bear flag. Because on the 5 minute, there is no like near-term bear flag. But if you do scroll things down and look at the entire day, Teddy, that's what I'm assuming. Okay, that is what you're looking at. Okay, that's what I assumed. Oh boy, do I try... Okay, I'm not going to short it on this. That seems like too much of a chase. But if it wants to consolidate out and then break, I am interested in this. Again, I'm not going to take it on this candle, but if this candle here wants to kind of bounce around a little bit, take a breath, I will then look for it to short. Like bounce up here. Bounce up, go green, go green, go green. More, no, well, more green than that. Come on. Good. Would love to see it bump its head on that purple line and then just kind of drift back down, and then I will take another swing at it. So not going to take it on this candle, but let's see how it continues to consolidate out. Now, if you're bullish here, I'm not going to call you stupid at all. Like I'm assuming your logic is, well, it's bounced from here, it's bounced there, it's bounced a couple times here, and right now it's bouncing like so. Again, I'm not. If you are bullish, I understand your logic. I'm just not gonna. I'm not totally, I'm not one to take action on it, but I would not call you a degenerate that's just doing things randomly. I'd be like, oh, I can see what you're thinking. And the chat is so quiet. Why is the chat so quiet? How can we have 400 people here and nobody's talking in the chat? That's wild. It's wild. How long are your usual trades? Oh, I don't know. Maybe 5 minutes at most. That's not the real Rambo. AJ Myson, I think you are really far behind. I think that you think this is live, but it's not. That's not the real. There was somebody in here like an hour ago by the name Rambo. So AJ, by the time you hear this, look at the scroll bar. I think you're going to see that like it's not actually live. Yeah, Rambo. Like this guy's, that's not the real Rambo. Yeah, me and Rambo were talking like an hour ago. Your voice is smooth, soothing. You know, yeah, that sounds more like it. People just don't like me anymore. Fine. Fine, I'll have to try to find some new friends on the internet. AC decided it was going to stop working today. Where are you where the AC matters right now? You must be someplace warm. Don't feed his ego. I don't know. Is that really a good compliment? Your voice is soothing? I don't know. Is that a good one or no? Like, I want to hear, like, your voice sounds like it's got a hairy chest. That's what I want to hear. Not my voice is soothing. I want to hear your voice sounds like it drinks milk directly from the cow's udders. That's what I want to hear. In Florida, been hot all week. Yeah, like your voice is cute. Like, what? Your voice sounds like it's got to shave 3 times a day. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, I sound like a caveman. That's better. Voice of a Greek god. I'll take it. Sounds like your voice. No, wait, that wouldn't be good. I was going to say it sounds like your voice goes through puberty on a daily basis, but no, I don't think that probably does not fit. No. I have ever broke anything from frustration due to... I think there's a typo. I have ever broke. I think, do you mean have I ever broke? I have not broke anything, no. I have been frustrated, yes. But have I ever broke anything? No. Because in my mind, I'm too cheap. I'm like, okay, I already lost money. If I break that, that's like even more money that I've lost. Voiceover, prehistoric document. Oh, yeah, that'd be a compliment. Yeah, exactly. That'd be a lot of... Yeah, that one I thought sounded manly for a second, and I was like, wait a second. No, I think that one would backfire on me. 21 EMA, doing work. Doing work. You sound like my other Iowa friend. That's interesting. I don't know. I've only been in Iowa for like a year and a half, so... If it's an Iowa thing, I guess I'm adapting quickly. Yeah, don't add to losses by breaking more things. Exactly. Look at oil. Just slow and steady grind. That's the thing with oil. I mean, all it takes is anything, and it's either whoop or whoop, sound effect included. Again, I trade oil. These are my oil trades right here. But man, to trade oil not in a prop account, I think you are a crazy person. No tornadoes for us here. Where are you from originally? Born in Ohio. So I went from Ohio to Missouri. Wait a second. Oh, wait, never mind. From Ohio to Missouri to Michigan to Iowa. Oil's looking bullish. I mean, it depends on your perspective. Right now, looking a little shaky, but I'm on the 2-minute. Maybe you, for all I know, you're looking at the hourly chart, and I'm totally open to the idea that maybe on the hourly chart, oil is looking bullish. Jim, bye. Hey, Top. Oil looks like my ex-girlfriend. Mid. What's mid mean? The white line is the low of the day. Hope oil hits F. I'll pretend like I didn't see that one. Unk confirmed? Come on, Unk. What are we talking about? What is Unk? Nah, something worse, Jim. Just check your text. You know what that means. What is UNC? UNC. Are you a gooner? Dude. I go outside. I don't play games every hour of the day in my mom's basement. So I don't know what a gooner is, okay? I'm not hip with the lingo of those that play video games all day long in their mom's basement eating meatloaf with ketchup on it. I don't know what that means. I hear it from my kids all the time. Are you the Rizzler? No, I'm Big Papa. And I love it when you call me Big Papa. That's a lyric? Whoa. Oh my goodness. Hey, Insanity, 2 Turnt, and Tim, or I'm Teddy, are 2 gentlemen in the room that have not yet hit puberty. I want you to just, this is what I'm telling you right now, okay? I love it when you call me Big Papa, okay? So I want you to throw your hands in the air if you's a true player, okay? I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money. Oh, wait, I can't say that one. Playing something like dummies. Just know that I love it when you call me Big Papa, okay? And when you two gentlemen, when you get that first thing of hair in your armpit, you call Big Papa. I'll explain to you what's going on. It's nothing to panic about. Don't panic. Just because a hair shows up under your armpit, you don't have to freak out. Just come to Big Papa. I'll explain. Thank you. You just let me know, brother. Dude, I didn't know that song was that spicy. Holy smokes. Like I said, I'm Teddy. When you get that first hair, you just let me know. You let Big Papa know. Yeah, definitely not PG. All right, maybe a short up around the VWAP here. So I'm watching intently. Oh my goodness. Can somebody please tag AJ Mason and let him know that he's like an hour behind? The guy is literally, poor guy, is having a conversation with past comments because he thinks he's live right now. Yeah, no, I'm not a moron. So no, the answer to that would be no. All right, I'll try to tag him. There. Oh, thank you, Casey. Yeah, but there are tankers on fire right now. Please help him. Please help him. The poor guy is having conversations all. Oh. I don't think he's in. Yes, I don't think he's that far behind. He is. Yeah, Drew. He is. He is like, he's really invested in this conversation. Do I trade? No. I trade futures. Yeah. AJ is like in the. You would think YouTube would like be able to fix however that happens, but the poor guy is. Oh, I think he's caught up now. I think he realizes what was going on. All right, maybe a short here. Let's see how it behaves. All right, AJ is back with us live. That is good. Any advice on gold? Yeah, trade it. Follow the rules of your strategy, brother. Right off of VWAP. Again, I'm looking for a little bit more confirmation here. Okay, if it goes up and hits its head on VWAP again, I'm going to throw a short like right here. But step one, price has got to go up. Oh. So right here on the 5-minute, you can see VWAP doing work. Rejection. Not a total rejection, but small little fake breakout. But right here, just a pure and utter rejection. I suppose I could have showed that here on the 2-minute. On the 10-minute too. Well, in hindsight, this a stupid requirement for it to first go up there and hit that and then come down. Let's turn that red in. Okay, I need mod, put Jim in a timeout for encouraging me to not behave disciplined-wise. I'll leave it up to your discretion how long Jim should be in a timeout. Go ahead, mods. It won't let you? Maybe you have to be a master one. There we go. Can I be a mod? Yeah, sure. Okay, dumb money. Are you trying to rage bait right now? Or are you being serious? Jim is a nice guy. Is he, though? Is he? Is it nice to encourage other traders to be undisciplined? That's the question. I don't think so. I don't think that's a nice thing to do. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. All in. I want you to take all $17 of your net worth and go all in. Yes. I opened 2 more tests. Using the one code Clay and took the. Hey, good job, Philly. Congrats, man. Well, for those who are like, just trade the range, brother, I think I'm going to have to try it. So there is the range. Top is basically the VWAP. Bottom is down here at this area where it's bounced many times before. So right now we're kind of in the middle of the range, so not a whole lot I can do. David, I don't give modship to people that want to be mods. People that crave the power are not getting it from me. I want the people that are like, wait, I didn't ask for this. Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I'm giving it to you, because you can be trustworthy. So yeah, the quickest way to not be a mod is to ask to be a mod. That's right, sell Twinkies. Oh yeah, trucking for dividends. You should totally be a mod at this point. There we go. We have our not our first, but we have a promotion. Trucking for dividends is now a moderator. So trucking for dividends, you need to tell your boss right now that you quit. So you walk in, you spit in their face, and you say, I quit. I was just hired to be a moderator on a YouTube live stream, and I will get paid in both hugs and stale Twinkies. So there you go. You get to pick. I pay in those are my 2 currencies, either hugs or stale Twinkies. But please be here at 5 a.m. and then you leave at 10 p.m. Done. Good. He's already quit his job. Do you see how dedicated he is? I know people that are, that do range trade and stuff. A lot of them are like, don't diddle in the middle. But I kind of want to diddle in the middle here. Do I want to try a buy right here, a breakout, and then look for the upside? But that could get a little sketchy. Right, I am going to diddle in the middle. I'm going for a long right here. Let's see if we can get a bounce up off the 21 EMA and the purple line right here. Look at this. Look at these nice little bounces. Let's see if we can get another one. Usually Clay has a lot of green on his account before he starts 11 a.m. stream. So, well, you know, not necessarily Carlos. Because for all you know, I've cooked up like 80 accounts. And by account 81, I finally got one that's all green. So that be careful with that logic. Okay, yeah, this has violated that quite a bit. Would be nice how you play the ORBs. Well, I don't play ORBs, so yeah. Heading out for a jog. All right, Drewski. Drewski, I want you to show up tomorrow with a prop firm. You're done with Webull options. Goodness. True. I sadly cooked a pro today before getting that 10K max payout. Trading is tough. Oh, okay, Philly. So I think this is probably what happened. You cooked the pro account, and then with the racehorse model, which you do, you had one in the stable waiting for you. So you you fired that one up, and on tilt you went big, and you just happened to hit a banger. Is that how it went today? And now you're up 8K on the day? Yep, you got it, Clay. Almost like I'm also a human being. Almost like I've also done that. I've never hit the 10K though. But that's almost a thing. Like, that just proves when you have no fear, like, you're such a better trader. Right? I bet you had zero fear when you took that. You loaded up size, you found a good setup, and you just went at that setup with no fear, aggressive, and just like that, boom, $10,000. It's crazy. It is crazy what no fear trading produces. And in some ways, you almost have to go on. We've had this conversation before, but you almost have to go on tilt to become a good trader. But it's a nuanced conversation. But anyway, I don't know. It's to me, it's crazy how much of a better like when there's absolutely no fear at all, how good of a trader you can be. And that's where you were, Philly, because I've been there too. You blow a pro, screw it. But hey, shout out Philly, shout out to the racehorse model. You had one waiting for you. You went and you got it, and boom, you nailed what happened. Yeah. Even with good, yeah. It's there. There's power in like having no fear. Just then, police responding to active shooter at Temple in West Michigan. Temple, Israel, West. Yeah, can't say that's shocking to hear that about that part of Michigan. How to overcome to stay in the trade, even if I scalp properly? I don't know. I was thinking, what would happen if I went to a hypnotist to get rid of fear trading? Oh, you should try. I'd be interested in that experiment. Okay, I'm interested in a long down here in the spirit of trying to trade this range. If that is the premise for those who just trade the range, okay, fine. This looks like a bottom of a range right here. So I will look for a long down here. We'll see if trading is as easy as some of you make it sound. Just trade the range. 5-minute rising wedge. I'm not saying one doesn't exist. If it does, Curtis, I'm not seeing it. Right, but what I'm saying, Ty, is let's just say you had 10. And let's say you cook 9 of them. And then you finally, on number 10, because you're no fear trading, you're going aggressive and you're going big. And then on account number 10, you do what Philly did and you max it out for $10,000. Like you totally just paid for the previous 9 accounts you cooked and have plenty of money left over. So I concede, yeah, it can go both ways, but just with the way prop firms are structured, all it takes is one, and then you're right caught back up. Wait a second. Okay, no. All right, I was like, shouldn't I have bought there? But no, I want a little bit of confirmation because it literally just bounced right at that level. So let's see how this candle closes. Or I don't know. Am I supposed to be in right? For you expert range traders who just say how easy it is, just trade the range. Fine, I'm in. I'm just trying to trade the range. Trade the range, they said. They said it would be easy. Put out a couple of targets right there. Let's see if we can get the bounce off the bottom of the range. Come on. Come on, you dirty, dirty, dirty rat. Oh, it does not like name calling. Look at that. Come on, hit. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, brother. Oh, hit me, brother. Dang, range trading is so easy. Why have I not been range trading my whole life? What am I doing? But for real, you definitely have to hit that one at least. Come on. Don't even come all the way down. You got to at least hit that one. This will be a green trade now no matter what. Hit me. All right, it didn't like to be name called. Should I sing in a song? I can show you the world, shining, shimmering. No, it does not like Aladdin at least. Na, Sylvania. Oh, it does not like Lion King. Give me another song. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. There it is. Sing to your trades. It's raining men. It's raining. Oh, look at this. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. Oh my goodness, that's the song of the day. It's raining men. Sing it. Sing it, everybody. It's raining men. Look at this. Sing it. Look at this. I wish I knew more of the lyrics. I'd keep singing. I'd make more. The market would go up more. I don't know the lyrics, though. Keep going, brother. That's it right there. That's the Holy Grail. It's raining men. That's all you got to sing. I have proof. Documented proof. I tried 3 Disney songs, but then it's finally, when that epiphany came out, everything took care of it. Right there. Everybody just witnessed the Holy Grail of trading. That's the secret. Right there. Case closed. Let's not talk about it any further. I don't want to hear anything about a sample size of 1. No, no, there's no room in this conversation for statistics. No, no. They will copyright you? I know, because I sounded exactly like the song. Okay. For that, Jim, for that bold-faced lie, Jim's gone. I can't sing, yeah? Well, I can't stand you. There we go. How about that? How about them apples? You can't lie like that. If there was ever a lie on this live stream, it would be to say that I can't sing. Yeah, bye, Jim, for sure after that. Thank you, Philly. I appreciate that cover fire. Yeah, we don't do logic and numbers here. We just vibes. Exactly. If you dance, it'll shoot to the moon. Oh, no. No. If I dance, all you fellas are going to be single guys. I'll just leave it at that. And all you wives that are here, you're going to be single wives. What is that called? What's a single woman called? Like after she was married? A widow. No, wait. Widow just means you're got... Anyways, you know what I mean. If I dance, it's going to be something. You can definitely sing. It just sounds like the voice of an angel. I know, Eddie. Thank you for being honest. Divorce. Okay. Divorcee, yeah. Eddie over here is spitting facts, saying I sound like the voice of an angel. You should sing Tomorrow Cruise Scene. I don't know what that is. What is the Tomorrow Cruise Scene? It started raining here after you sang? Raining water or raining men? Is this a bear flag, Clay? Should be bullish, look trap to retest. I would not call this a bear flag. I think what you're maybe asking is like that, but I don't know. I think that's a bit of a stretch for a bear flag for me. Did you ever serve in the military? No. No. You look like someone I worked with. Oh, man, you worked with somebody that looked like a Greek god before? That's cool. That's cool. Which Greek god remembers you the most? Orpheus. All right, well, if it can make its way up to the top, I'm going to just trade that range. I'm going for a short up here. The long worked out nice. I had the audio Bluetooth through my truck while pumping gas. Guy next stall looked over when you were singing. Yeah, and he's like, can I buy the record? Good grief. I make myself sound so old. I'm not that old. I should have said CD. I grew up in the CD era. 7th and 8th grade basketball. Bunch of white boys thought we were all like tough and gangsters. We'd all have our CD players stepping off the bus. Well, I didn't, but I never got into the whole music thing. But yeah, see, with our big old CD players, thought we were tough. My favorite thing about Clay is the humbleness. Yeah, I am the most humble person you'll ever meet. Yeah, the Walkman. No, we didn't have boom boxes. That'd be sweet, though. Boom, 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 boom. So last Friday, we were watching Little Giants. I want to show the kids that. It was one of my favorites. And they're at like this house party. And the parents are taking videos. One of them has like the shoulder VHS. Another one's got like the big hand one. And we were telling the kids, yeah, back then that was like our phones. Like now you see everybody just holding up a little phone. Like, yeah, and not to mention the phones were way better. So just technology, it's funny. On the 5 minute from 24/7/25, 24/6 retest along for the rest of the day. Okay. So how do you plan on making money from that, Chevelle? That's more so my question. Like, where are you gonna enter in, and where's your stop at? The Senate has passed the biggest housing affordability bill in 30 years and includes a ban on investor buying single-family homes per... How do they define investor? I'm curious on that. As a real estate investor, does that mean I'm not allowed to buy homes anymore? I would assume it's like if you buy XYZ amount per year. So do they say how they are defining investor? Bro got me muted. No, I'm just ignoring you because I realize that people like you, the more you ignore them, the more they talk. And the more they talk, the more it helps the algorithm. And the more it helps the algorithm, the more the algorithm spreads. And the more the algorithm spreads, the more potential that I have of my goal here to grow the live stream. Thank you for a little bit of insight into my business plans. Chart is ping pong. Yeah, it's ranging. It's ranging. According to Bazant, an average person owns 12 homes like he does. Okay, so what? So an investor is if you own more than 12 homes, you can't buy any new ones? What is the metric for investor? Wait to 727 sweep. Okay. Then short down, but not full sure. Still learning. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. I think it's for firms managing over 100 billion. Gotcha. Well, I personally am on this team, and I think I'm in the minority here. But yeah. I think that if you buy a home, you are taking on the risk of buying a home. You're taking on a lot of expenses to maintain that home. And yeah, there's a lot that goes into owning a home, financially speaking. So when it comes time for you to sell that home, I personally believe you should be able to sell it for the best price possible. So now that the buyer's market has been reduced, that poor homeowner that took on that risk, that poured all that money into the home, that did all this stuff to maintain the home, all that sort of thing, now they are basically said, yeah, well, we're not going to let you get the best price possible. We are eliminating a slice of the buyer market. I don't think that's right. I think somebody that does all that stuff should have the opportunity to sell it for max dollar. But that's just my opinion. Come on, get down to the bottom of this range. I am looking forward to the market crashing so I can buy more cheap properties. Yeah. I've been waiting for the real estate market to close for, I don't know, the past like 10 years now. And I've been wrong. I'm the worst real estate investor ever. I bought, we used to have a cottage. I bought that. I'm like, I'm going to get, and this was, I think, 2017. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm going to get destroyed on this. I'm buying the top of the real estate market, but oh well, it's a cottage. We'll have fun. We'll make memories. So it is what it is. Nope. Sold that thing, I don't know, 4 years later. Did very well on it. It's crazy. I'm the worst real estate investor ever because the real estate market just does not crash. It defines an investor as someone that holds 350 single. Okay, well then I will still be able to be a real estate investor. Is it on the water? I think by definition a cottage is on the water, but I could be wrong in that. Okay. Not quite. A small, simple house, typically one near a lake or beach. So typically, so not always. So I stand corrected. A cottage does not necessarily mean that it is for sure on water. I've always thought this was interesting within discussion. Now, I don't know who this source is. I don't know, but EconoFact. Do private equity firms own 20% of single-family homes? No. Large institutional investors, defined as those owning over 100 homes, which include own 3% of the single-family rental stock nationwide, according to Brookings. The share is higher in some local markets. In the 20, but they own about 12.4, but still own far less than the 20% nationwide. The Urban Institute similarly finds that they own just 3.8%. So to me, it's just one of these things where politicians, like always, are trying to blame everybody other than just the actual problem. Printing money, right? Inflation, printing money is the problem. But hey, anybody and anything they can throw under the bus, let's just throw under the bus. Maybe, I'm going to get crazy here. But maybe when you drive interest rates so low that every Tom, Dick, and Harry can afford a loan is going to cause housing prices to go up. Why? Well, because there's bidding wars everywhere because everybody can afford a mortgage because interest rates are dirt cheap. Again, maybe I'm crazy. But it's almost like lower interest rates create more buyers and more buyers create more demand and more demand throws housing prices way out of whack. But I think I'm a baboon, so that's probably not right. It's probably not right. And then when housing prices are too high, well, we got to make them cheaper. We need to lower interest rates more. And then they lower interest rates more, which then creates more buyers that can afford those prices. And those more buyers creates more demand for those prices. And then prices go even higher. And then I don't know. I don't know. I'm a baboon. It's probably the people that own, what was their stats? 4% of the homes. It's probably them, though. It's probably them. It's not the government with their interest rates. No. It's those evil corporations. But oftentimes the opposite happens. But that is what happened, though, right? I mean, the whole point of lower interest rates is to make more people, throw more people into the buyer's pool for something. And then for my baboon mind, then supply demand takes over. But yeah, I'm an idiot, so that's probably not what happened. It's probably evil corporations, like always, yeah. Come on, range. We are right in the middle of this range right now. It's always a contradiction of terms when people are like, affordability is too high. So you're telling me that nobody's buying homes. No, people are buying homes. Well, but you just told me that nobody can afford homes. So like, wait, what? You want less buyers. And this is coming from somebody that owns assets. Like, if the government wants to shove up all these asset prices, I'm fine. I own my assets. My net worth will just continue to grow. But like if you actually want prices to go down, well then shrink the buyer pool and then make sellers have to what? We should all understand this as traders. Come down to the bid, right? You have the bid and the offer. If nobody can afford the offer, then the offer has to start selling to the bid. And then prices will start to come down. You know, that's what you call it, a buyer's market, right? Because now, nobody's going to pay for that, right? But no, everybody's got to be, no, we're just going to keep bringing in more buyers. No, they can buy homes that cannot afford. I think there's a typo in there. Yeah, and if people want to let it sit, fine. Fine. Except you have a lot of people that can't sell at higher interest rates because they are locked in very low rate. So supply shrinks. Well, again, and who did the low rates thing, Jason? That is my point. That is my point. The government. And like always, the government is blaming other people. They want to blame housing things on stuff that isn't actually really the thing. No, people will still try to buy homes that they can. Well, by definition, you cannot buy a home if you can't afford it. Like, I cannot go buy, if Elon Musk puts his house up for sale for $100 million, I cannot buy it. Because I cannot afford that. Maybe one day, if this thing explodes, if this trade explodes, but not right now. This is the ultimate problem with choppy markets on a live stream. I guess this isn't like a totally off topic rabbit trail. Iran sell, they allow for tankers to pass straight, but miscoordinate with their navy. That's true, Philly, yeah. Yes, exactly. That's true. All you got to do is raise the minimum wage. Raise the minimum wage to $150 an hour and everybody can afford homes again. Yep, that's how it works. Exactly. I try not to be conspiracy theorists, but I don't know. Is it actually true that the reason why public school system does not like to teach critical thinking, does not like to teach actual economics, does not like to teach, I don't know, are they trying to, I don't know if there's anybody here, but I could say that to somebody. Be like, hey, if we want to solve these problems, all we have to do is raise the minimum wage to $150 an hour. And there are, again, I'm not saying anybody here, but there's some people in the world that would be like, yes, exactly. And it's just like, oh. Anyways, that's my solution. Just raise the minimum wage to $200 and then everybody can afford everything. Everybody's rich. We're good to go. Problem solved. All right, maybe another trade down here at the bottom. Let's see what happens. Clay, yeah, that might be my platform. Clay for president, $200 minimum wage. That solves everything. Hey, David, I'm going to need you to stop using your brain and stop using basic economics. Okay, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and not do that, David. Thank you. What do you mean, Jason? Just raised to 200 bucks an hour? People are working. Well, let's just do the math real quick. So if it's 200 bucks an hour, I think this is 8,000, and they're working 40 hours a week, and there's 4 weeks in a year, and there's what, 56 weeks in a year times 56. There we go. Everybody's making $448,000 a year working at McDonald's. Problem solved, brothers. I mean, it's not hard, folks. Is it 52 weeks? Are we sure? I think it's 56. How many weeks? Okay, all right. Fine. I'll cite my source. Fine, right there. 1 week. Okay, all right, that's on me. All right, maybe along here. Trying to be, I am so proud. The live stream definitely makes being patient easier. I am not going to just randomly buy here, though. I like what I did last time, waited for a bit of confirmation. Hey, Ty. Same thing that I told the other gentleman. Stop using your brain and basic economics. That'll get you banned around here, okay? Okay, here we go. Hey, T. What? I'm going to need you to stop using your brain and economics, okay? Unless you want to get banned. Okay, here. Ooh, is it not going to hold up? Again, this is technically kind of the low. If it breaks down through here. Let's see what it wants to do. Yeah, independent thinking. Yeah, that's not allowed, Tim. Don't do that, please. You're going to destroy my my presidential platform real quick. You're welcome, Jacob. Yeah, I don't know why people make it that hard. Wow, it's going down for now. It's just a fake breakdown of these lows. No, I needed a... Yeah, okay, there's nothing I can work with here. Maybe you saw something that you could work with, not me. No, David, you're fine, man. You're fine, brother. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. How about yourself, insiders? Trying to see if I want a long down here, but it's a little spooky when the bottom of the range is actually broken. Yeah, if you saw something you could work with on that one from the long side, congrats. I did not see anything that I could personally work with. If it comes back down, though, we'll see what happens. I got a bit on the long side there, but it was tricky. Oh, good job, Philly. Cut that part out of the stream. What part? AJ, are you way in the past again? Okay, now it might be a short here now for me. Whoops. Okay, looking to get short at the red line. The red line turns blue, I'm in. Okay, I'm in. I totally P&L traded it. But shame on me. Shame on me. I admit it. I admit it. Not good. I just wanted to get that number green. That's a very bad reasoning. And as it drops more, that's why you don't want a P&L trade, because I've left quite a bit on the table. But I did it. I was like, all right, let's watch this number because I want to get this back to green. Oh, I can... Oh. Don't do it, folks. At least for me. I guess I won't speak for everybody, but if I watched a P&L, it messed with my head so bad. Usually when I'm in a trade, I'm not watching these numbers because it plays too many mind games with me. I'm just watching the chart. But on that one, I was totally watching the P&L. And, whoops. Whoops. I left quite a bit on the table. Still holding short, Philly. Good job. What is monk mode? Monk mode. Oh, all right. I think that was a compliment. Shame, P&L. Well, I just said, yeah, no kidding, shame. I just admitted to it. Don't rub it in, brother. How many trades a day can you make on TPT? Well, that's more so a question for futures. And because there's no pattern day trading rule in futures, CJ strategies, you can make as many as you want. But that is essentially with all prop firms, but with Take Profit Trader, that's who I use, who I recommend. So who I'm speaking for specifically, I guess to be fair, maybe some prop firms do limit. I'm not aware of any that do. But yeah, with Take Profit Trader, who's I'm using, like I said, you can make as many as you want. When a guy refrains from female engagement for prolonged periods of time. I mean, I got 6 kids, so I don't think I fit that. I don't think I fit that one. All right, maybe another short up here, though. If this candle here closes very close to this 21 EMA and then pops up a little bit and comes down, I'll take another swipe at it from the short side. But it's first gotta see how this candle closes first. That was quite the turnaround, though. Good grief. That thing was dropping like a rock. Drop it like it's hot. And then all of a sudden, no, that's not what I wanted. Come back up. There you go. There you go. Yeah, yes. Good. Okay, now come up and hit your head here. Up. No, got to go straight up. Good. Yes, good. This is what I want. No. Okay, I can still work with this. Okay, go up and hit your head on the 21. The 21 is that right there. 21 EMA. No. You know what? We lost track. We lost track of the bond auction. Did anything happen at 1? It did. It did. That move right there was a bond auction. We forgot, or at least I forgot about it. Right there was because usually there's a little bit of a delay. So there's the bond auction stuff right there. Did anybody tell me? I think maybe I missed in the chat. But I lost track of the bond auction right there. That didn't cost me anything. But all right, the market continues to care about the bond stuff. Interesting. I said about 5. Did you at that time too, Ryan? I'm sorry. Right around here you were saying bond auction? Yeah. Wow. Chop. Thank you, Ryan. Well, at least you were aware of it. Who are you talking to, Kron? Reeve, Drawn? Unbelievable. Who is this guy? Shows up out of nowhere. What's up with the gamers? How come everybody that is acting always has gaming videos from 10 years ago? That is a cool name, though. Karan Ravindran. Ravindran. Are you a Viking? Are we sure it wasn't a Trump comment? Well, I guess we're not sure, but it seems odds are that it was... Could have just been a coincidence. I think I got to try a short here if this thing comes down. I really do think that. And I can put my stop right up there, kind of a breakdown or get out. I mean, it's sketchy because it could very well bounce again, but at some point this has got to let loose, right? Because guarantees exist. I'm going to try. I'm looking for it to maybe finally be the time where this breaks through the channel, but it could equally as bounce. But with the RVR and where I'm at on the day, I'm willing to take that risk. Okay, we're in. Let's see if we can get this thing to start plunging, brother. Okay, just in case there's a bigger snap. Come on. You're done, Sideways channel. There you go, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. It's raining, man. Hallelujah. It's raining, man. Amen. Come on, keep coming down, brother. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you through all the wild days. My mad existence, please keep dropping. There we go. Did oil go up? No. All right, so the correlation isn't necessarily there. Now, if it bounces back up to right here, is this the short now? Just the classic former area of support. Will it now act as resistance? Hey, Papa. Took that with... All right, Jake. Good. I'm glad I wasn't... Were you singing It's Raining Men with me, Jake? Hey, thanks, Bald Eagle. Also took that with you. And you were singing? Let's go. Singing as loud as I could. That a boy, Jake. Well, it's not necessarily my singing. What I've discovered is it's the song. Every day, the market has certain songs that it likes. And if you can identify the song that the market likes, you can't be wrong. I went to the bathroom and missed it. If I remember your trade plan right, I'm not sure it would have worked out, but I might be wrong. I'm stuck with the Piano Man. Oh yeah, I don't know if that one's still working right now. Oil dumping right now? Is it dumping? Wait, huh? Okay, I'm not sure I would consider this a dump right now. It is. New strategy unlocked. Spread the word. I discovered the Holy Grail on Clay Trader's live stream. I was pumping gas just now and heard some guy singing. Some guy. You mean some Greek god? Yeah, I know. Listen, as one of you already pointed out, which is true, I'm the most humble person you'll ever meet. Humility is my strong suit. Desperate times need desperate measures. Zero desperation here, brother. All right, maybe a short here. Put my stop right there. Only two. I'm going to pass. As I look over here at the 5 minute, It's like, that's kind of a big hammer right now. I'm not sure I want to be getting short right at the top of this hammer candle, which could, I mean, to be fair, this candle still got time to move around, but yeah, probably not the best. Grand Eye would never been filled anyways because it never came back down, so. Again, I don't consider this a dump. I consider this like a slow bleed. Like this. This action right here is dumpage. Like when this candle started and then it was all the way down here, like that's a dump for me. This is more like a slow methodical bleed. But again, that just, we all have little different definitions. I'm sorry, Judd. I'm gonna let it be known. Has that guy been right since the housing thing? Like I'm quite frankly, I'm sick of hearing that guy's name. I don't think he's been right about any of his calls other than the real estate. So this real estate one, yes, got him famous. But like other than that, has that dude ever been right about anything? He's like Kathy Wood. Okay, this could be a short here though now. All right, never mind. It's just going straight up. Okay, I don't know if he's Jim Cramer. That's a bold statement there, Cotton. Wow. Okay, V-shape. Okay. I see you, V-shape. Had me at load up on GME. Uh-oh, props. Are you a former... Wait, no. I was going to say, are you a former GME ape? But that was AMC. Oil dropping hard. Yeah, like I'd call this, it's bleeding right now. When I hear dropping hard, I thought I'm going to see like whoosh type stuff. So yeah, it's bleeding enthusiastically. GME is diamond hands. Was it? Okay. I mean, with how much he made, doesn't really need to be right again. Just load it into... Oh, no, yeah, I fully agree, James. My point is people seem to always, like, cite him as if, like, I don't know. It's the equivalent of, like, somebody being right about GME, and then they get famous for it, and then everybody continues to ask them about stuff, and they continue to be, like, wrong about stuff. My computer placed an oil trade without me doing anything. Well, that's interesting. I thought he meant... Oh, I don't know. Maybe he did. I'm not sure. But I guess I don't remember any Michael Burry, like, headlines being like, Michael Burry says... Maybe I missed them. But... Holy smokes! Wow. Undisciplined Shorts just got... All I'll say, I guess, is code Clay. All caps. Holy smokes. No, I'm not too concerned about volume on futures. Volume, I mean, for people like us being like, I'm not looking to buy 400 contracts in one fell swoop, I don't really care too much about volume. But that's just me. Maybe I am totally... Shorts just got cut. Well, undisciplined shorts. Undisciplined shorts. Like disciplined shorts, you know, they're getting paper cut, but I'm assuming they haven't blown up any accounts. Tried long off the hammer and dumb as broker wouldn't let me. Dumb. What do you mean the broker wouldn't let you? Whoa, hey, okay. Is this the short here? I want to get short, but am I about to get suckered in? Maybe. So that's why I'm going to go with only one. I think the me being suckered in here is high possibilities, but I'm in anyways. Stop up here. I'll move stop down to break even if it can get to this yellow line. But I think I might have been suckered in. Hence, me with only one. But this is also looking pretty interesting too. Again, if the price can get down here to the yellow line, I'll move my my stop down to to basically break even. So I kind of got suckered in, but I also didn't get suckered in because I'm like, I think I'm getting suckered in, so I'm only going with one. So like I still did get suckered in, but not like maximum suckered in. Come on, brother. Okay. Okay. Again, I cannot move my stop until the price gets down to that yellow line. Because I want to give it plenty of room to cook. Hey, Clay, how do you know to set up? I don't use hotkeys. Come on, get down to that yellow line. A little bit more. Alrighty then. Fine. Fine. Come on. Again, using that yellow line is kind of the marker of when I can move my stop down to essentially break even. I only have one because I was pretty sure I got suckered in, so I wanted to... But it was still a nice setup. All right, there we go. In fact, I'm going to do this now. High bet candle. There we go. So this will be a winning trade now, I guess. Shoulda, coulda, woulda went bigger size. Come on, let loose. And so like worst case here, I'm making 7 points. So I'll take it. Next time I'll move my stop is if the price gets down to that yellow line. No, I'm not singing for one contract. There we go. I'm out. I don't think the market respects anybody that sings for one MNQ. I don't know. CL is officially cracked to me now. Uh-oh. We got an oil addict. There it goes. Is this a short? Nobody knows. All right. Poor gold. Poor gold. It's been a while since somebody showed up and asked, do I trade gold? You know silver is dead. It has been like at least a week, if not more, that anybody has shown up and asked, hey, do you trade silver? But now, yeah, now it's the, hey, do you trade oil? They're the new kid on the block. I only trade with one MNQ. Hey, that's great, Mike. If it works for you, fantastic, brother. Well, it was looking good for a second, and then straight back up she goes. Ooh, okay, this might be a short here. Not might, it is, I think. Yeah, it looks good. See if we can get a rejection here off of this. All right, never mind. It's pushing up too high now, so never mind on that one. I'm short at 686. Oh, you're getting short at 686. Where's your stop going to be? I'm assuming up over, what, probably 700? Would be my guess. Oh boy. I guess I could reduce position size. Yeah, that would have been nice. All right, well, back to the drawing board on that one. Mm. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. I'm short 686. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, nobody's talking. That's why. I'm like, why does this seem so awkwardly silent? Because I was checking my phone and yet the chat box, still nobody's talking. We were watching the charts. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, there's literally like we have come to like a screeching halt price action wise all of a sudden. What do you I don't really have a preference, Jay. Interesting question. I find myself doing both. So I'm not a hardliner in that category. Down 300 was down 600 making it back slowly, but it's yeah. Do you select 2 or 3 stocks per day? No, Harry. I'm trading futures. And one of the great things about futures is you don't have to scan through and dig through a bunch of stocks every day. There is no so like right here, so one of the great things about Pam's plan, again, Pam's plan is what I talk around here about why you should day trade futures for these reasons, through a prop firm for these reasons. But yeah, right here, stop scanning. For those stock traders out there, again, as a former stock day trader, man, the amount of time you save from not having a scan, and I realize that a lot of scanners are free these days, but some of them you still have to pay for. But yeah, with futures, you don't have to do any scanning. You're just watching the same things every day because every day the same things give you multiple opportunities. So there we go. There's Pam's plan, the undefeated argument as why day trading futures through a prop firm is the most efficient way to go about day trading. So some have tried, none have succeeded because it's all actually based in math. So yes, Harry, if you are a day trader, I would say highly consider. The math suggests that day trading futures through a prop firm is the best way to go about it, the most efficient way. But Clay, I make money day trading XY. Again, the claim is not that you can't make money with other things. That's not the claim. The claim is the most efficient way. The way to work smarter, not harder, would be to day trade futures through a prop firm. Now at the end of it, I mean, it's kind of just false breakdown of the range, and we're back almost the midpoint of this range. So just kind of, I guess, we had our action, and the price said, no, just kidding. It's actually not a breakdown of the channel, and now we're just going sideways again. Did huge losses on options day trading after finding futures became profitable. Yeah, there you go. Finish exactly. We have not had 4 green 5-minute really? That's kind of an interesting statistic, yeah. Because the past few days we've had some of those runs where it's like, well, the one day, I think it was Friday or Thursday of last week, there's like 12 red or green 5 minutes in a row, which means an hour straight of red, right? Because 12 candles, if each one is 5 minutes, there's your hour. Huh, yeah, that's an interesting statistic. So in other words, there hasn't really been any sort of emphatic direction today. I mean, there has been directions to trade, but nothing has really been able to get going, get moving. I mean, this right here was a nice overall move. That right here was, but then after, this has just been, yeah, I started the stream right around here. So yeah, I mean, we've had a pretty choppy action for the stream. NQ starting to look bullish. On what time frame? I mean, I have a hard time calling anything bullish or bearish until the price actually shows that it wants to make a move relative to this range. Like at this moment in time, I was thinking, okay, looking like it might want to be bearish, but no, now it's just right back inside of the range. So yeah, I don't know what I really don't have any read on that because we're still stuck in this channel. Did it ever break down through that low right there? No, that was pretty. Did anybody actually catch that as a low? Did anybody buy right there? I didn't even see that. I mean, this is total hindsight training right now, but I mean, if somebody bought right there, that was, I can see why they would have bought right there. Was there? Interesting. No, nobody bought. Hey, if you're enjoying in any way, shape, or form, hit that like button. I've done a terrible job of asking for likes, and it is reflected in the likes. How did we go from yesterday? Over 400, and today we're not even close to 300. But again, I suppose I didn't ask a lot. But please, hey, if you are here and you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, if you could hit that like button, it does help. It does make a difference. You did, Dash. David did. Both just scalped, though. I'm in the red today and slightly on tilt. Uh-oh. Well, careful, Dash. Careful, buddy. Calling it a day here. Biggest green day I've had. Whoa! 7,500? Good job, Ryan. Congrats. And yeah, you are welcome. Happy to introduce you to prop firms. Glad you're enjoying yourself, finding some value. That's good stuff. Four-figure day for you as well. Nice job, 444. Oh, I like it. Well, oil is this is brutal right now. I will be honest. It is hard from a just trying to keep the conversation going standpoint. I mean, just nothingness right now. Oil, nothingness. But the thing is, it's like at any moment, this could change. Like it could start to go nutso again. Clay, know you for years now. Just want to say thank you. Amazing work over the years with him. Hey, thank you, James. I appreciate that. Just dug out of a $1,200 hole. Good job. Got funded back green. All three funded green. Getting close. Good job, Ranger. Well, way to fight back, man. Today's a crazy day. Almost killed my funded TBT. I like to see that word almost. Okay, all right. Maybe we got some life here. Oh, wait, this is oil. Whoops. What's MNQ doing? Down. Yep, that would make sense. All right, maybe I don't know if this was just a fake breakdown. I suppose this is still theoretically kind of the bottom part of the channel here. Trump is saying higher oil prices are good for America. Stop. Now hitting stop. No, I'm going to need confirmation on that one. I mean, I can see that being the case, but please don't tell me that's actually true. $8 per gallon where I live. That must be what? You're either in what? California, Alaska, or Hawaii. We make a lot. Who's we? Make a lot of money. Oh. All right, maybe. All right, not maybe. I will try a long down here at the green line. Well, yeah, I know we means America is good for American oil companies. I understand, but like that's just not, yeah, that's, yeah. It's just, yeah. If he, I don't, I mean, I don't know if did he really say that? Then why is he all concerned about opening up oil reserves? Why is he all concerned with escorting ships through the strait? Why is he so concerned with the Strait of Hormuz? Would his logic not be, let's actually, as the U.S., close down the strait because that will jack up oil prices and therefore we will make more money? So I don't know. Maybe this is all a conspiracy because he wants the strait closed. Because if the strait is closed, that means oil prices go up, which is actually good for America. So he's maybe playing 5D chess here. Maybe that's what it is. 5D chess. I think he's playing 5D chess. Well, looking like I'm not going to get this long down here. I was trying to be patient for it, but... Whoa! All right, well... How does that work, Greg? He said gas will go up in the short term, but it will be to the benefit of all when Iran is no longer a threat. Okay, well, yeah, that is. Are some of you twisting what he said? I mean, let's just call it what it is. Some people really don't like Trump, so they will twist and turn things to make things. So I don't know. Okay, what do I need to Google search? I'm gonna cross check this myself. What did Trump say about oil prices or gas prices, maybe? Okay, here we go. Here's the first thing that come out. Well, okay, let's just. Oh crap! I saw some stuff. There we go. Okay, let's. Where did that go? Okay, let's go to Fox Business. Fox, I think we would agree. If anybody's going to be biased towards Trump, it would probably be Fox. I don't know. But let's... What did he actually say? Okay. Trump says U.S. No! You got to be kidding me. Okay, I tried. Okay, The Hill. Okay, Anthony, right now it's not looking too good for you, brother. It's not looking too good for you, brother. Trump, when oil prices go up, we make lots of money. President Trump argued the unit benefits of oil price go up on Thursday amid growing concerns. The United States is the largest oil producer in the world by far. So when oil prices go up, we make a lot of money. Okay. But a far greater interest and importance to me is stopping an evil. Okay, so you're both kind of saying the same things. Okay, yeah, we make a lot of money. Yeah, that's not a good look. Under that logic, then we should be cheering hand and fist for those straits to close. So yeah, that's a rough one. That is a rough one. We make a lot of money. Yeah, who? Who makes a lot of money? I assure you, it's not I guess okay, fine. I make a bit of money because I do have oil stocks in my portfolio, but like. Yeah, that's going to be, like, from a strictly political standpoint, that's going to be a rough one. Like, oil functions as like a tax, right? There's a reason why people love, lower gas prices because it's essentially like a tax cut, right? That means you have more money in your budget. And I realize I'm saying the obvious here, so I'm not trying to come across like I'm making some astute political economic observation. But, like, hey, shareholders are getting a higher dividend. Shareholders' net worth is growing because their stocks are going up. See, that's a good thing. So everybody with this tax increase at the pump, that's actually like a good thing. And that's I think that's going to, if I was a political strategist, I'm not. I am a baboon. I don't know if that's going to sell very well. He is just stating a fact. Well, he's not. It's a very unclear fact. Who is the we? We make more money. Yeah, who's we? Anyways, that's very bad. Yeah, that's not a good look. Surprised they didn't short here? Really? I don't see anything to short. Yeah, okay. So in other words, the common person doesn't get anything from it. All the common person gets from it is higher gas prices, less money in their budget. Now, I will say this. I would be open to the idea if this is how it worked. We make more money, we being the United States, and we're going to take this more money to start to pay down debt. And if I saw higher oil prices with lower debt and the debt of America coming down, to me, okay, at least I see my higher tax increase at the pump is actually doing something. But, like, that's not going to be the case, right? I know, exactly. I know I sound stupid when I say paying down debt. What did it? I know. All I'm saying is, per this logic, then we should be aiming to shut down the strait. Like, we should actually be going at Iran so we can shut down the strait so that we can cause oil prices to spike because we make more money. Right? America first? Again, I'm just trying to think logically. If it's America first and if higher oil prices cause America to make more money, then again, I think he's playing 5D chess. Then I think this whole thing is like, we want Iran to close down the port or to close down the strait because then they get the blame, but then we as America first, are making more money from the higher gas prices. There it is. I just figured it out. There it is. 5D chess. 5D chess, folks. Some people are playing checkers. He's playing 7D chess. It's crazy. AJ is literally our local Captain Obvious. AJ, you need to change your name to AJ Captain Obvious. AJ yesterday was telling us that the grass is green, the sky is blue, water's wet. Yet food becomes expensive. Well, I guess expensive. Well, that's yeah. Anyways. Yes, the sun is hot. AJ will be here to tell us that the sun is hot. Yes. So are you. See, Neil speaks the truth. That's right, Neil. I appreciate your honesty. Where do you think we're going long term? Can you be a little more specific? Oh, SPY? Oh, long term? Up. No, I'm a total conspiracy theorist when it comes to the markets. Like, I got a big old tinfoil hat on. You guys want to hear my tinfoil hat theory on where market manipulation actually rests? There is a lot of talk about manipulation, but no, I don't believe in that type of manipulation like stop loss hunting. But I do believe in overall manipulation. You want to hear my theory? Okay, here's premise number one. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Premise number one of my theory. Politicians love power. Give me a 1 if you agree, 2 if you disagree. Politicians love power. So 1 if you agree, 2 if you disagree. Okay, all right, enough of you agree, so that's premise number one. Premise number two, a great way to lose power is rioting. Do we agree with that? If like huge upheavals, like country spread upheavals are a great way to lose power. Give me a 1 if you agree with that premise. Like French Revolution, like that was a big upheaval, right? Okay. Premise number 3. A very quick way to cause that sort of upheaval is everybody loses their life savings. Would you agree with that premise? That a very quick way to get to that sort of upheaval where if like literally everybody loses their life savings. You agree with that premise? Give me a 1. Okay. So and the way that would happen is what? A stock market going to zero, right? Stock market going to zero means everybody has lost their life savings. Because everybody has lost their life savings, that could create massive upheaval. And massive upheaval is a way to cause people to lose power. And because these people care about that power, they don't want the upheaval. Therefore, they don't want everybody to lose their life savings. Therefore, they don't want the stock market to crash. So over time, where do I think the market's going longer term? Up. Because the government will not let the market ever go to zero. And if it does go to zero, that just pretty much means that there is something really crazy has happened. So yes, over time, markets are going up. That is my tinfoil hat theory. And if you agree with my premises, I think we're all on the same page. Where'd I get my blue light glasses? Amazon. So that is why, yeah, I'm not saying there can't be crashes. But, what was it? 2008. Who remembers I don't know if they're still around. The plunge protection team. Plunge protection. Yeah. Are they still around? Let's see. The plunge protection team is I don't know what that word means. Named for the Working Group on Financial Markets established in 1988. From the 87 crash, composed of high-level officials, blah, 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 and advised the president on maintaining market stability. Okay, let me translate that. Making sure the market doesn't go to zero. Investor confidence. Let me translate that. Making sure that there's no major upheavals. And liquidity during turbulent times, meaning we're just going to buy. We're not going to let things go to zero. Liquidity means we're just going to buy in the bid, and if we have to print money to do it, so be it. So yes, right there. That is kind of that is my working theory and the tinfoil hat. So yes, over time, 30, 40 years from now, I'm quite confident things will be higher than they are now. And if they're not, well, that's why I diversify into physical assets too. Namely, Second Amendment type stuff, if you know where I'm getting at, and land. Because land is actually not that good if the government, not that I think the government's going to collapse, but people are like, well, I got my land in case of worst case scenario. It's like, well, yeah, but if the government's not there, then there's nobody there to enforce property boundaries, which is where the Second Amendment type stuff comes into play. So there we go. Nuclear war is bearish. Hey, AJ, I'm going to have to ask you, you got to change your name, please. And I'm not even kidding anymore. Change your name to AJ Captain Obvious, because I think this is your shtick. I think you're doing this on purpose now. So what I'm saying from a marketing standpoint for yourself, just lean into it. Lean into it. Like it'll be way more hilarious if your new name is AJ Captain Obvious, and then you just sit here and just continue to say the stuff you are. Like I'm convinced it's a shtick, and I like it. It's kind of funny. But I want you to lean into it, brother. They learned from 1929 that they can't just let the market fix itself. Well, yeah, I think that's an interesting discussion. I had a college professor, one of my favorite classes I took, who called the Economics of War. I wonder if he's still around. Let's see. Paul Post was his name. Paul Post, Economics. There it is, right there. Look at that on Google. Boom. Let's see if he's got my textbook. Yep, there it is. Oh my goodness. The memories. The Economics of War. Anyways, Paul Post, this guy, economics professor at Ohio State. I wonder what he looks like these days. Is that him? Oh, man. Oh! Dude, where is he talking here? Oh my goodness, he was younger back then, but he's at University of Chicago now. Okay, let's see if we. Anyways, this dude. Anyway, my point was this: this guy would he'd push back against your claim, crude oil. That they learned from 1929 that they can't just let the markets fix itself. He would. I would just say this. I would hope you would bring your A game in defending that claim. If not, that dude is gonna. Good old Paul Post. That was a great class too. So, okay, Paul Post, he has, I don't remember a lot of them, but like he has like 10 economic principles. Number one was this, and you foreigners are not going to like it, but assuming you're in a first world country, it basically holds true. But his first claim was, if you were born in the United States, you already won the lottery. And that always stuck with me because that's so true. Like if you just make an effort in the United States, man, you can turn stuff around. Like, so that always stuck with me. His second one was something about nuclear weapons are highly immoral, yet very, how do you put it? But anyways, he had these principles, and number one was that. And I was like, yeah, that's true. I would definitely wait for a range or a break of the range at 24,560. Oh, that's how you define the range all the way down here? Interesting. Yeah, I had my range defined as up here. Hello? When it's the stream muted? Am I been muted this whole? No. I meant more in the next couple months. Come on, brother. Come on, Saul. Better Call Saul. You got to be more specific. You sent me on that rabbit trail for... Well, actually, Clay, you just spent 20 minutes explaining. I didn't actually mean that. Goodness. I don't know where it's going to be in the next 2 to 3 months. Nobody knows that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It was a fun discussion. And let's face it, there's not a whole lot going on in the market right now anyways. So it was fine. Well, on that note, I didn't talk about this once during the entire live stream. I am a terrible business streamer. Like, good grief. Anyways, this is the way that's going to continue the stream. So that's why I need to do this a little bit more often. If you do enjoy the stream, this is totally viewer supported. I don't have any sponsorships or anything like that yet. So if you enjoy in any way, shape, or form, and you're using any of these prop firms, code CLAY, all caps, will give you whatever that prop firm's current deals are. I recommend Take Profit Trader. I think they're the king of the industry. But I do understand that you experience prop firm traders. Maybe you have multiple accounts spread across various firms and you enjoy. So if you have accounts with any of these people, and like I said, you want to help support the stream, code CLAY. We'll make that happen. So that is all I have. I'm going to call it good. This was another good stream. I got myself back to green on that one, so that was good. Yeah, overall, hey, we're putting together our little streak of me feeling kind of back to my normal self. So we'll see if we can keep this up. But on your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be fantastic. I didn't close this down. Oh, no, there we go. If we get up this 300 likes, that'd be great. So if there's 18 more people here that enjoyed and want to hit the like button, please do that. No more Weeble. There we go, Drewski. Yes, kick Weeble to the curb. Thank you, JT Moon. I appreciate that, buddy. JT Moon signed up with 10 APEC. There we go. I appreciate that. Feeding some hungry kids. So anyways, 5 stars. Well, thank you. But at the end of the day, Zorro Ray, I appreciate your 5 stars there, but code CLAY is the economic way that's going to ensure this continues. So I'll be back tomorrow unless the wind knocks out the power, I will be back at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe. If you have not yet, hit that like button on your way out. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Take care, and I'll see everybody back tomorrow.